Hey, what is up, everybody? I am JohnnyKpicks, and alongside me is my co-host, as always, Cody from Blood Money MMA Bets. And guess what? We are here to go over Pride 53. No, we're going to go
Pride
over
50.
UFC
Bushido.
288, Bushido, Cejudo, and Sterling. So, what is up, Cody? How did you do last week? Tell everyone all the money that you made.
Um, Last week was good. Yeah. I ended up winning 6.25 units. Could have been real big. I would have won 14 units again if Josh Quinlan fight would have went under 2.5 rounds. I had that in a 3.5 unit parlay with the under or a fight doesn't go to decision with Vieira. But yeah, I went 4-2 on my bets. And ended up winning 6.25 units. Needed it. Put me over 100 units total, like throughout since I started this. And the first 100 units are the hardest. Now it's just downhill. Just be easy. Should be easy coasting.
Yeah, I planted my flag in that Quinlan fight. I had Quinlan money line. I had Quinlan under 1.5. I had Quinlan under 1.5, and then under 2.5. Like all three different bets, and they all missed. So that ruined like my night. But I ended up only losing like 0.45 units. So
that was a weird card too. I know a lot of people lost. Dude, right now for some reason, I mean, I'm already going to be tired again, but I can't even remember who was that. Oh, Ricky Simon, dude, it's Simone.
Yeah.
Told you I was gonna bet Song too. I was gonna bet Song, man. I knew that's what he was gonna do. His wrestling's so good, like in defensive wrestling.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
Because I was like a little skeptical. I wanted to see him fight, but yeah, I don't remember who.
Dude,
like, I didn't watch last week, so I was at a baseball game, like kind of like watching my phone and updating, so I didn't really watch it live. But I saw some highlights. I went back and watched a little bit of some stuff, but
it looked just like Ricky Simone versus Rob Font when he couldn't take Rob Font down. Rob Font just boxed him up the whole time. But Ricky Simone, I mean, dude, Song Yadong is freaking huge. Or because Ricky Simone don't usually look small, and he was a couple inches short. I mean, he just looked. So I think Yadong Song is just a big dude, but he's good, man. And he's only like 25 or 26. Like even Sandhagen and them dudes are like 30. Aljamain's like 33. So that kid's probably going to be the future up there with him.
Until Umar gets there.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's
gonna be a good fight, though.
We got some good fights coming up in the future, man. A lot of up and coming prospects in them lower weights. We got Mavzar and Taporia still at some point in life. It's going to happen.
That's going to be a top 10 title eliminator, if you want to say fight. Like those guys are almost ready. They're almost there. But
what do you think though? If like Taporia fought Holloway, Holloway's going to piece Taporia up.
Yeah, that's a good
he's
question.
So big for him, dude. But Holloway's going to do that to pretty much everybody. But I think Taporia versus Volkanovski will be a little different. Which if that makes any damn sense.
Yeah, I think the matchup against Holloway would be a little bit tougher for Taporia. Even though I'm not saying Volkanovski's like, washed up or anything, but I think Holloway would be tougher. Yeah,
because it
makes sense.
He's not getting him down, and then they're just gonna be boxing.
True. All right, we'll go through the chat here and see who is all here. We got 17 people. That's pretty good for 3 minutes in. We're a little late like usual, but that's how we roll.
Yeah. Still got the good picks.
That's right. Effie from Any Action Sportscast. What's up, my guy? He's here. Definitely check him out. Subscribe to his YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. He does great videos every week, great bets and everything. So he tried 2 5-unit bets this week already, and they both got canceled. So he's on a roll this week.
Dude, I now have a ton of money on. I'm not mad though. I got a bunch of money on Chaos Williams, just straight because I had him in a parlay with Santos, and then I anchored him because he's gonna beat the shit out of this kid, dude. And I had him anchored on 2, dude, and both of the parlays, Mavzar and Santos now.
Yep. I had both those guys in different parlays too, so I have 2 separate bets too, and I'm wondering if I need to. I might add. I don't know. I
might add one more.
I'm just gonna keep it the way it is because last time I cashed out on 2 bets that were singles, and they ended up winning, and then the bet that I did lost. So I'm like, motherfucker. So I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. Ryan Jordan, what's up, man? He said dynamic duo added again. Yes, sir. Each and every week, hopefully. Derek, what is up, Derek? He said, I'm ready for Saturday. Going to be a lot of disappointed people after the main event. Okay. We'll see. Definitely check out Derek on what was it? Instagram. He does his algorithms
Yep.
for his winners and the finishing, if there's going to be a finish or not on that. So he does a really good job with that. So check him out on there. Odd Smoker Steve, what is up? Let's go.
What
Looking forward
up?
to another awesome show. Appreciate you coming out, Steve. Definitely check him out on Twitter and YouTube as well. He does great stuff too.
Instagram. Yep.
Instagram as well.
It's
Yeah.
all over. Great guy too. Super nice.
Yes, sir. Bunny Hunter, what's up, my guy? He said Rodriguez
Bunny
versus
Hunter.
Saman on the Volkanovski card. Doing homework right now, but I already know who is going to win.
Rocking with Rodriguez. That's gonna be good tape, man. Good. That's gonna be good because the difference on this with a lot of them is Simone. This will stay a standing fight, so it's gonna be different than what we've seen of Rodriguez kind of wearing people out through grappling or reverse wearing them out.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Saman
They're wearing
grapple,
themselves out on him. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a hell of a fight, dude. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I got an early lean. I got an early lean.
What do you think the line will be? I bet Simone's going to be a big favorite.
Minus. Ooh, you think so?
170 for Simon. I think so.
I don't know. I would say 170 one way or another, but I was thinking that Rodriguez might get the 170.
I think they like that Simone kid. Shiny undefeated record.
Reese, what is up? He said, what's up, my guys? I'm looking forward to the Porter versus Smith breakdown just to hear Johnny say Parker Porker. Yeah, I say that all the freaking time, dude. And I'm like, motherfucker, I almost made it. I almost made it through the whole thing without saying. I say it every time.
Dying laughing on you.
I know. I'm like, awkward.
Dude, I thought I heard you say it, and then you moved on for a second. Like I was like, damn, did he say that? And he didn't mean to. And then you were like, damn it, I didn't mean to say that.
I caught myself. I'm like, God, I can't say it now. I already did it. So, Jumbo Loco, what's up? Hey, hey guys. I'm at work, but still made it. I'm super bummed about Mitchell. Yeah, I wanted to see that fight, even though I really thought Evloev was going to win.
Santos too, man.
Yeah, that's another one that sucks. I thought he was going to win too. Carlos CJP UFC Bets, what is up? He said, what's up, fellas? How's the squad doing tonight? UFC 288 is my comeback for picks and bets. Won't be able to join y'all next week, but because I'm on vacation to Puerto Rico for a week. I think that's what PR is.
Nice.
Let's fucking go. Let's catch these bets. Yes, definitely check him out on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as well. He does great breakdowns and bets as well. And he's back. He took a little break, but he's back. So definitely go check him out and subscribe.
And have a good vacation too, Carlos.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy that.
I need to go on vacation. I'm dying, dude.
Me too. My vacation got freaking canceled.
Yeah, that sucks for you even more.
Like it was cool because we went to that French lick place, and I went like my mom and dad went there because they was taking my daughter there anyway. So me and my girl just got a room there, and that place is awesome. Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
But we drove to the casino, or we were pulling into the Lexington airport when we got the email that it was like it was like, oh, you can't go till Saturday, and it was at like noon. So I wouldn't even.
That's crazy, dude.
Crazy.
I couldn't imagine that though. Daz, what's up, Daz? He's at Holmes, Ribeiro, and Smith Porter under 2.5 parlay at minus 140. Nice safe parlay to pay for your DGen bets. Yeah, that's easy money. I like that a lot.
I like that.
Definitely check out Daz on Twitter. He puts out his bets. He does good stuff as well. So definitely a great person on MMA Twitter to follow as well. MPTV, what is up, man? He said, I put my fiance in check. He's ready. But did you say that out loud? Did you say that?
Laid the smack down. He probably just got hit in the side of the head.
Thanks for coming out, man. We always appreciate you. Eric, what's up, Eric? Say hello, my favorite dudes in the game. What's up, man? Thanks for coming out as always.
That's my dude.
You want to hear this Aljo retirement talk? I did not. Did you just say it in the press conference or media day?
I thought he said he was going to like go up. I thought he wanted to fight O'Malley or something after Cejudo and then
I bet you if he loses, he definitely will go up. And then that way Merab can get the freaking belt because that's how they roll.
I had a weird thought and I was at work and I was going to put it on Twitter. And then because I want to know what people think. But what do you think if Aljo and Merab fought, what the line would be and who would win that fight?
I bet you it would be close to a pick'em as well. I would say maybe Aljo a slight favorite just because he's the champion, but
it'd be weird.
I don't know. It'd be a week.
Because like probably say striking and
dude, after seeing what he did to Jan, man, I mean, I'd probably go with Merab. Like it's just recency bias right off the bat.
He probably has the better striking, better cardio. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll melt Aljo in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds for sure.
Savage.
Yeah. Like even Jan was like, "What the fuck? I'm barely alive here." He couldn't even do anything.
I
I
can't
think
believe
that's
he
what
didn't.
Aljo would do too. He couldn't do anything.
I can't believe he didn't slow down. That should make Aljo so much better. His cardio should be off the charts.
Right? Mikey, what is up? He said it's not a slip if you say porker every time. That's very true. Bunny Hunter Rodriguez will show off his hands in power, hoping bookies are with Cody minus 177. Yeah, I do too, because I will jump on that plus money.
I wonder how much the like casino cappers make, like to set the line.
Yeah, I wonder too. That'd be an
Better
interesting job to have.
It would be awesome. Better hope I don't ever do it. Y'all never winning nothing.
Y'all never get nothing. I'll set these lines
nothing.
perfect.
It's perfect.
Pink Freud, what's up? Is it thinking C-Rod gonna have to be the favorite beating Rosas? Yeah, but
I think
yeah, I mean that's why I think personally, but I'm okay with plus
dude. It's gonna be such a good. Let's just hope it freaking comes together. Every fight, every good fight, just falling off. We were supposed to have Charlie Olives this week, you know.
Tell me about
lose.
Yeah. I was pumped
so
up,
what?
And
that's
then
on
I
the
have
next
to wait
one.
another month. The next one, yeah.
Canadian.
Which that card is not great. So it needed some help. So I don't know. Maybe that was a phantom injury to move it to the following one.
And then they brought in Bilal and Burns for that.
True.
I bet they brought them in. I bet they knew that like Bryce Mitchell was already going to call out of this fight, but they didn't want to like take a ton off the fight or something, because they got that backup fight quick for Mavsar, and then like they got Burns and them in like last week, so they probably knew, because whatever was on Bryce's shoulder, I don't think that happened like 2 days ago.
No,
I mean? The thing was deep bruise. That was probably like a week or two. Like it's probably
like a cow bit him right there or something. Tyler from 138 MMA, what's up? He said, I'm here, but if another client comes in, I'll have to hop off. We appreciate you always coming in. Definitely check out 138 MMA on Instagram, Twitter.
I just watched his video today. It's a good video.
On YouTube, because he's almost to 1,000 subscribers, so definitely get him there. I'm sure he's like, what, 20 away or something?
He had I believe he had 955 earlier today.
Oh, 955, okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I'm saying. Get him to 1,000. He deserves it for sure.
Adrian, what's up, man? He said, let's go. Thanks for coming out. Always appreciate it. And Mikey, I'm smoking that Iverson 2001, so be jealous for sure. Kennedy, Captain Chaos, and Marina or Claudio. I hate Evliev and Santos now. Took all the meat off my parlays with that sword buzzkill. Same here, bro. I had the same. You and me too.
Dude,
I had Evliev.
Yeah, I had Chaos with Evliev and Santos, like in 2 different parlays.
And then Mayrovs, what is up? He said, "What's up, guys? Thanks for coming out as always, man. You're always here every week.
Appreciate
so
you.
let's jump just right in. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let me get to this. Boom. This is going to be the first fight since Santos and what's his name? Munoz Jr.
Well, no, this would be my second biggest bet since I got all that chaos action on just
okay. So who do you like here and why? Holmes versus Ribeiro.
The only thing I should have to say is Joseph Holmes lost to Jamie Pickett. That's all you need to know, dude. He's terrible. He gassed out after 1 round against Jamie Pickett, dude, and got beat. And Jamie Pickett, as we know, is the worst middleweight behind. Like he was like right in front of Amadowski before he got cut. Everybody takes Jamie Pickett down or finishes him in the first round. You know what I mean? And Joseph Holmes couldn't do anything to him. I think Ribeiro is going to knock him out in the first round. I don't think Holmes is going to be able to get this fight to the ground at all. He has decent striking too, so maybe he lands something big. I bet the under 1.5. I smashed it. It was at like minus 120. Both of these guys, if you go look through the records, 100% finish rate for both of them, and they can both be finished. And Joseph Holmes will quit. Just if we're going to be honest, man. Mm-hmm. I think Ribeiro cracks him with some of them hard-ass leg kicks. Joseph Holmes probably tries for some crappy takedowns, holds him against the fence for a minute, and when he gets off, I think Ribeiro is putting him to sleep, dude, within the first, like, 3 minutes. He's explosive, dude. He throws hammers, and, like, Joseph Holmes is terrible. Like, but and then not only that, that's why I took the under. I'll just bet them both, because it's not like Ribeiro's some killer, like, of real good people, but, dude, he had a tough run to come into the UFC, your debut against Al Hassan, dude. That dude's tough. So, give me Ribeiro by first round KO. And like I said, I bet that under 1.5. Both these dudes have finished every opponent. He's got 10 knockouts. Ribeiro's got 10 knockouts, 8 of them in the first round. Joseph Holmes, 8 wins, 5 finishes in the first round. The other 3 are in the second. So, I mean, I think these dudes are going to go at it. It's going to be a good fight until it's over.
Yeah, I'm the same way with you. I think Ribeiro is going to win this one. I'm not a big fan of Joseph Holmes. That first fight against Jamie Pickett, man, I was all over Holmes, and like I was like, this guy's going to win. Like he did good on Dana White Contender Series. Like he's a good grappler. He's got decent striking, and then he just laid an egg. And I'm like, dude, if you can't beat Jimmy Pickett and you lose to him by decision, like you got problems. And yeah, he won that one fight against Amadeski or whatever, but that guy is, old, no chin, and got rocked.
Small
right after.
Terrible.
Small for a middleweight, yeah.
Got knocked out in every fight he was in the UFC.
Yep. And then, Iron Turtle literally put on a clinic, and he's a solid fighter. I won't give him
he melted him in under a round and a half. And the thing is, that's why
Park is a decision fighter too. He doesn't get finishes.
Yeah.
So I like Ribeiro's striking. I think he's got power. I don't think Holmes is a good wrestler. He
couldn't take Jamie Pickett down. Chris Dawkins walked over. Kyle Dawkins walked over, grabbed freaking Jamie Pickett, threw him on the ground, and then choked him out like right before the end of the first round. But he dominated him the whole time. Like, and he's not even that great of a wrestler, and he couldn't even take Pickett down one time. He's not taking because Al Hassan has pretty good wrestling. He took Buckley's, took some people down, and he couldn't take Ribeiro down because Ribeiro was hitting him with them power calf kicks. Al Hassan tried to start wrestling, couldn't get him down. And then caught him in that second, though. But in either way, maybe Ribeiro tries to beat Holmes, put him out in the first. He gasses out. Holmes puts him out in the second. But they both got decent striking because you've seen Holmes put Amadowski out cold. So maybe he hits Ribeiro with some. Neither one's that trustworthy, but I do trust the finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the finish, too. I like the under 1.5. I got the under 2.5 in a parlay. I think that's a super safe play.
Man. Yeah,
I wouldn't do the money lines. I'm just not. I can't. I'm not sold on Ribeiro, but I do think he gets the first round knockout if I had to choose as well. I just like his striking more than what Joseph Holmes has to offer in this matchup. If you want,
my night's going to start out. I hate having that much action on the first fight. I'm going to be up big or down big. Start, but I'm going to be up big. This one's hitting, dude.
There we go. Let's see. Jumbo said Mitchell will most likely got injured by farm equipment and was going to fight anyway. And they were like, no, you can't.
Right. Could you imagine if you bet a bunch of money on him and then he came out, walked down to the octagon, took his shirt off to get in the thing, and he's just fucking. It's like when I bet Jack Della Maddalena against Ramazan Ameev. Dude, they were in Dubai and he came out and he was completely sunburnt, like on half his body, like crazy sunburnt. I don't know if you remember that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like if I bet somebody and they come out crazy like that. Somebody had a big ass black eye last week. Came out and fought with it. They already had it.
Oh yeah, who was that? I can't remember.
It's in my brain.
Jonathan, what's up, man? He said Marina Rodriguez's odds dipped yesterday around this time to -110. Wow, I definitely picked that up. I would too. That's like
wow.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I saw it.
We'll get to that though.
Yeah, I got her at -130. And then I seen her go up to like -140 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw the -130 and -140. Eric said under 1.5 seems like the play. Yeah, that's probably the play here if you want to play just a single bet.
That's my dude, Eric.
Carlos
He's always
said,
on the Discord putting in good information.
Yeah,
he's on. Twitter too. Not Twitter.
Oh, Eric's on Twitter or
Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, definitely check out Eric then.
It's hard to say the name. Eric, I'm going to let you post your name down there on Instagram so you can get some more followers.
Oh, a different guy. Okay.
No, that's who it is. But I don't know.
Okay, different name.
Yeah, he's got a funny name on there. He's going to have to put that.
Carlos said he's going with Ribeiro here, but no money line. Fight doesn't go the distance in a parlay. I like that. Wow, that should hit. Daz giving Holmes the pass on the Pickett fight and diving down the Holmes inside the distance at +255. I mean,
if Ribeiro gasses Holmes got this. He's definitely going to have the grappling advantage on the ground if they get there. So maybe a club and sub or something. I don't mind it. It's probably paying pretty good too. So Daz knows his stuff too. So
King Freud said, "Here we go again, Daz. I just took his money line." Okay. Bunny said, "Fighters from Contender Series usually lose their debut and come back with win in a big way. I
Yeah.
see Claudio winning by KO, but definitely taken on the W. Holmes still doesn't seem too comfortable striking. Yeah,
It's not good
it just
anywhere.
no, except maybe tricky submissions or something. I don't know. Like
Dawoon
that's
Jung
about it.
freaking melted him. And Dawoon
Yeah.
Jung, or not Jung, Jun Yun Park
Yeah.
melted him. And then
Yep.
and he's not even a melter. You know what I mean? He punched the one dude like 180 times. John Phillips couldn't
Yep.
do. Yeah.
Ribeiro is gonna get gassed after round one. Going to be interesting if this gets to round 2 or 3 for Holmes. I have
I
Holmes
agree.
by decision. Yeah, I think
Oof.
if it gets past, I would say even like, let's say 6.5 minutes. Like it's going to be interesting.
Is there? Claudio Ribeiro drops coconut bombs, dude. Like his freaking
True.
hands are huge. They was even talking about it. He's got 8 first round knockout. Like, dude, between them, 13 first round finishes. Like out of their what? They only got 18 wins, so 13 of them's in the first round, and then they're all in the first and second. Besides, he's got a 5th round one, fourth or something. But yeah, man, if it goes to decision, I'm gonna be pissed.
It would be like the Quinlan Waters fight going to decision.
Well,
Like
Waters
no
could have did
one
more
ever.
to finish that fight. All Waters did was jab that motherfucker from way out of range, and then Quinlan was trying to come in and throw power shots, but he just couldn't. He would get jabbed, but like Waters stung him a couple times, but never followed up on it. Like, and Quinlan, he at least tried a little bit, but he was just getting pieced up, dude. He didn't.
Yeah.
He had no answer for all that range, which he didn't even know he was going to fight that dude till 3 days before. So
True. Yeah, I mean, looking back at it, it's like, man, I probably shouldn't have put that much stuff on it. But I was like super confident at the time, though.
Dude, I almost put 350 on him. Like that's why. I mean, well, it doesn't matter, I guess, anyways, because I put the same amount on that under 2.5 parlay with him in it. So, but I was just going to put it on him, but I'm like going back and forth. But
true. 100 said, I really believe Thug Nasty was gonna upset on the mat. Like, get the upset.
Possibility. There's a possibility. I was like, I had that parlay with Chaos and Mobsar, but I was seeing that in the back of my head, like, damn, Bryce could hold, because I've seen Mobsar get out wrestled by even Nick Lentz, like split decision. That fight was close. Mike Grundy.
Yeah, that's why I think if Masvidal and Ilya when they fight eventually, like I'm gonna give Ilya the edge because I do like Ilya's wrestling better.
I like his power better too.
And I think he's a little bit more dangerous, but like they're almost like the same fighter, if you want to say, but I just think Ilya is just a little bit more dangerous and a little bit more better, like a little bit above.
You like him, he bad boy, huh?
Yeah.
What? Somebody had that meme said he looks like Dominic Cruz, but as a vampire.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, dude.
Pike, what's up, Pike? He said late to the party, boys, but better late than never. Let's fucking go this weekend. Yeah, thanks for coming out, man.
Let's go.
Ryan said, I think it might have been Durden with the black eye. Yeah,
I think it might have been. Yeah.
Pike said, I like the under on Rubio and Holmes, TKO Rubio or sub Holmes. Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, that'd be the ways to play it, I think.
Echo, I'm gonna try to say your last name, Gawawa. Sorry, that's really bad. I'll say Echo.
Shinzugawa.
Holmes by submission. Yep. I think that's how he wins. I
bet that pays good odds too.
Mike said, damn, this press conference is super cringe.
Damn, we're always on during the press conferences.
I know. Every time. Shady, what's up, Shady? He said, good luck this weekend. And good luck to you, man. Thanks for coming out. Always appreciate it.
It's a Friday night on these pay-per-view ones, so we don't get caught up with the damn.
Yeah. Well, people will start rolling in soon. I think it's almost up or done if not. Herb Dean, what's up, Herb? He said, just watch the presser. Man, I don't know what was worse. Cejudo repeating the Academy Award joke twice and getting no reaction whatsoever, or Sterling saying, at least I don't quit. Well, they're both fun guys, if you want to say.
Both cringy. Yep.
Shady said Holmes lost to Pickett. Yep. You always remember that, guys.
Dude, just like literally remember that because I'm just saying when you bet on Holmes and you're like it's like the whatever that meme with somebody, it's like a rock sitting there and they got a stick and they're like do something and Holmes just stand there doing nothing because dude he lost to Jamie Pickett
like his face was busted.
Wasn't even
Fuck.
like a lucky knockout or some shit, dude. He got handled by Jamie Pickett. Jamie Pickett
It,
lost to the
it
Beverly
was a
Hills
clear
Ninja in under a minute.
30-27. It was a clear 30-27
I
for
bet on
Pickett.
Holmes on that fight.
Me
And I was like,
too.
do something, bro. And I could tell by the second round he was so fucking tired against Jamie Pickett. But you never know, dude. I mean, I just hope for violence. He's got good stand up because he was actually doing decent against Park. That's why Park started taking him down. He's long, dude, and tall. That's why I think both of them have the chance for a knockout here. So,
yeah.
And I won't be mad. I'm not ruined. I just want the knockout. You know what I mean? I don't care who
Mike
gets it.
said, I wish I were there too. Boo Bilal too. Super jealous.
I'm with you, dude. I don't know. I can't stand Bilal, bro.
I like Bilal. He's nice. I met him once.
Yeah.
But
he's never even beat a real top 5 guy. When he beat Wonder Boy, he's 39 years old.
I know.
Number 8.
And guess
like,
who gave him the blueprint?
The
Guess who gave him the blueprint to beat him?
Gilberto Burns. Lost
There
money
you
on
go.
that one too. I
All
lost
I'm
money
gonna
on
say.
both of them. I took Wonder Boy.
I picked Bilal against Wonder Boy because I literally said in my breakdown, Gilbert Burns gave him the blueprint to beat and he's gonna do it. He literally did exactly what Gilbert Burns did, but a little bit better because Burns, like, I think he adapted on the fly in that fight. Like, Bilal knew exactly what he needed to do and he did it.
Yeah, but Burns is, dude. I'm telling you, I might even. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the casino, but if I don't, I'm gonna have you put a bet in. I'll PayPal you some money. It's gonna be Gilbert Dorino Burns second round KO. I think he hits him with the left hook. I think Bilal gets too cocky coming forward, gets hit with the left hook, the one that dropped Kamzat. That to some hammer fist ground and pound. I've seen Bilal, Luke put him out cold. Somebody else did too, I think. Maybe the other two losses were decision though.
Rihanna Keeves, what's up, man? He said Ribeiro and Dober locked. I like that. No idea about the Santos fight getting canceled, but that bet money. But put that bet money on Braxton versus Porter. Fight doesn't go the distance, and Andrade over 1.5. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good bet, Pike. I like that. He's always got sharp picks on the Discord and stuff too, dude.
Mr. D, what's up? He said, "Give me all the cringe. I love it. Let's go Triple C." There you go.
Let's go.
No, can't remember that fight. Have a bet on Holmes, so no memory of Pickett fight at all. Yep. Yeah, wipe that out.
Yep, he said Pickett. Who's that?
Yeah, Burns need to have a beautiful KO for his title shot. Yeah, I think they just have to win either one. But it'd be better if they made a statement.
Oh yeah. We know Bilal ain't.
I mean, I said that last time, and he knocked out Brady. So maybe Brady's just not as good as I thought. One of those, you know.
Burns a dog.
I know he's a different.
What's his nuts? Bilal doesn't make it through that Hamzat fight that Burns went through with Hamzat. Bilal does not make it through that fight.
No, I don't think so either. That'd be crazy. But I don't know if Bilal would give him that fight either, like that kind of fight. But we'll move on up to the.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the next one. We're talking about that fight. We're not even there. Zalgis Zumagulov versus Rafael Estevam. I'll go first here. I'm going with Patty Zalgis Zumagulov in his new haircut. Dude is looking sharp. He's trolling the judges, and I love it. But even before that, I liked him in this spot. I mean, you probably heard it a million times. Like, he should have won at least 2 or 3 of those split decisions or close decisions. I know Jeff Molina, Charles Johnson, those are the 2 for sure that he should have won. And he's a solid guy. Like, he has good striking. He's got decent cardio. He's got good wrestling, good clinch. Like, he hasn't been submitted in his career. He's only been knocked out twice against Hop and someone else. I can't remember off the top of my head. So and this guy was so distraught to the point where he was gonna retire, and he may have. And then UFC was like, dude, we want you back. Like, you got this fight. And he's gonna give it all. Like, this guy knows this is probably his last chance if he loses. So I really like him in this spot. I got him at plus 140. I know you can get him at like plus 155, 160 now, but even at 140, I like him a lot. And I mean, Rafael's decent. He's making his UFC debut, but we know what happens with the UFC debut guys against pretty solid veterans. Like, they just don't look that great. So Give me Zalgis. I'm on the hype train. If you're gonna root for anybody, root for Zalgis. Come on, guys. Even if you don't have a bet against him, just root for him this time. Let's go. Who you like?
Yeah, man. I predicted Zalgis to win. I just couldn't bet him because, I mean, like I said, people hate him. Judges hate him. He's good everywhere. I think he's going to be able to stop this dude's wrestling, man. And with the, I mean, I was also worried too. Like, this dude's a lot bigger than him, and if he's able to take the back or land some takedowns on Z, he could definitely steal some rounds. But Z's got really good defensive, offensive wrestling. He's good everywhere, but he slows down a little bit as the fight goes. But I'm picking him, staying away from the betting. I did want to bet him, like I said, but I got to see him actually win a damn fight before I want to start betting on him. But I think he has the tools.
He won fights. Just the judges were like, nah.
I think he's going to have better striking, and he should be able to keep this fight standing for most of the time. But I mean, he's getting a little older, and this kid might have decent enough wrestling to get him down and get some body triangles or something. You know, take his back, whatever. So I don't know. I just stayed away.
You know,
I would like the over. I mean, I don't think this fight ends.
Yeah, I got the over 1.5 in a parlay as well. I think this goes over as well. But I don't know. Even before the haircut, like I said, that just adds like more of a mythical fighter to him now.
Yeah.
Well, even before the haircut, like I was
I'm on board. Yeah, but dude, that's the thing though, is it's not gonna help him because what's that haircut do? Every time Patty gets hit, it looks like he got fucking hit with a 2x4 because his hair goes flying. It's like, it just looks like he's getting cracked every time. So every time
he's not Patty though.
Yeah. So every time Z's getting hit, dude, his hair is gonna go flying, and it's gonna look like
he's got better striking defense than Patty, though. Let's be honest.
1-4, 1-4, 1-5. He could, like I said, I think he won 3 of the fights that he lost. So yeah. I'm with you. I like your bet. I don't even mind the confidence in it. I couldn't do it. I think there was a better underdog at around the same price or just a little bit higher that I actually ended up betting.
Whatever. I'm joking. Anthony, what's up, man? He said doing the over in the chaos fight. I always do Latin Fighters as a 5 last week, and it was Waldo.
Yeah, okay. They're tough, dude. I give them that for sure.
Dana White confirmed winner got title shot today at the press conference. Okay. Yeah, that's what I saw too.
Could you imagine Bilal as a champion? I mean, he's not gonna win it, but if like he's just so boring. Like even when he talks crap or anything, I
get it.
But, and he's never beat nobody. Like he's a dude.
I know that's the thing. I just don't think he's gonna win. And I say this every time, and he wins every time when I say I don't.
I know I've lost a lot of money betting against him, but I've also been.
And every time that I say he's gonna win, he freaking wins, man, and it makes me mad.
He got this way through like coming up through Damian Maia, and then an old Wonder Boy, and like Vicente Luque and Sean Brady. Like look at Gilbert Burns. I mean, like I think even Bilal and Gilbert Burns or what's his name? Neil Magny would be a decent little fight.
Yeah. Zalgis has to win now with that petty haircut. I 100% agree. He's a mythical fighter now. Look at that. Look at that Zalgis resume. Could be 3-2 in the UFC. Paiva was close. Yep. Yeah, I think so too. He should have won at least 2 of those 3 really close decisions, man. At least 2. Zalgis money line, 1 unit at +160. Yeah, I wish I would have waited. I jumped on it because I'm like, people are gonna bet on Zalgis, and I was not right. But I'm looking at like some stuff with like how much money. There's more money on Zalgis than there is Rafael.
This fight's so risky though, because like either one you're betting on, like it's gonna play out close. So I guess you might as well have your money on the dog, because everyone is about like we're saying, he could have won the 3 that he's got the 3 losses. So even if you bet Rafael, it's probably gonna be like a super close split decision, one way or the other.
Yep. It might be. And I think the UFC judges owe him 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
like someone just said. Bam is Bam. 3 units on him. How many times do people want to lose money? I'll lose. This will be the first time, actually. Like I never bet on Zalgis ever.
Repeat Zalgis.
This is it. This is the time. This is the time he's gonna win. Not robbed. He hits shoulders in the air, which judges don't score. Okay. I'm leaning Bilal, guys. Be careful. Okay. He's been on a money train. Remember the money train? Yep. Burns don't have a chance for a brawl, or don't give a chance for a brawl. Okay.
Burns gonna hit him with that 1-2.
Yeah, I can totally see a split decision in this fight too. I'll be honest. It probably will happen. Uh, Karam, what's up? He said Bilal become a champ and Cody will remember his name forever. There you go.
Bro, I'll tell you the honest to God truth on my life, dude. The first time I ever seen Bilal fight in the UFC, and I don't know if it was his first fight, but it was when Vicente Luque knocked him out, and it was weird because like Bilal came out and he was being all cocky as hell, and he was like, I think he was like undefeated at that time, and then Vicente Luque, because he had a terrible record early on, he was like 8-4 for some reason because he lost a bunch of early fights, and I'm like, damn, this dude's gonna get beat up, and because I hadn't really seen Vicente Luque in the UFC fight too much either. This was a long time ago, and dude, he knocked him out cold. I was laughing, but he's been good since then, though. I mean, he's good, dude. He's really good. It's gonna be a good fight. I just think that we'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah, we're talking a lot about this one. I like it though.
It's
All right, we're moving
fight.
up to this one. This is a weird fight for me. Super weird fight. Ikram Aliskerov versus Phil Hawes. Who do you like here? Because I have no confidence whatsoever.
Here's another one. I mean, I didn't bet, but I actually like Phil Hawes in this because
Okay.
when I was at the casino, dude, I could have got Phil Hawes at like plus 245. I'm like, how the hell is he plus 245 to this guy? And I just didn't look it up because I was going through stuff and going through putting in other bets and stuff. And I just assumed that this dude was one of the badass Russians that was just good everywhere, knocking people dead, could wrestle, all that. But then when I actually went and did tape, he's just like a wrestler. You know what I mean? He wrestles, he got great jujitsu and he's got good wrestling but his striking ain't all that great. I mean, you don't see too much of it. But like, I just think that Phil Hawes, like that's never been like the way to beat Phil Hawes is to take him down and beat him up because he's explosive. He's super strong. He's a national champion wrestler. I think it was like Division II, but still that's good stuff. So, at the price, I seen it's coming way down now, but like even at like plus 175, plus 180, I wanted to bet him. Probably should have, but I think he can win this fight. I think Alex Skarov ain't going to be able to wrestle him like he's done everybody else. I think Phil Hawes is going to be that explosive, strong, good wrestler, and I think he's going to be able to just keep standing and beat the dude up there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super confident whatsoever with this pick. I was going back and forth. I was seeing like there's paths to victory for both guys, but what really made me lean the Askarov side or Aliskarov side is Phil Hawes in his last fight against Roman, like he got his knee was jacked up. And then he got brutally knocked out on the feet because he didn't, quit because he wanted to keep fighting. And Roman's like, "Are you sure? Because I'm gonna knock you out." And he freaking destroyed him. And he already is chinny. And I'm not saying that Aliskerov is like the best striker, like you said. He's not really a good striker, but he does have power when he lands, if he does. So to me, like I don't want to say I'm fading Hawes, but I'm just gonna pick Aliskerov. I think he can win like a really close decision and get some takedowns later in the fight. Maybe Phil Hawes looks good in the first round, but I think as the fight goes on, I think the tides will turn, if you want to say, and maybe Aliskerov gets like a submission or something like that too. Because I think Phil Hawes has been submitted like what 2 or 3 times, maybe, or a couple times, or he hasn't. No, it was knockouts.
No, he's been knocked out. Julian Marquez got him.
Okay,
Delete
well then,
got him.
scratch what I said. He may get knocked out.
He lost a grappling match to maybe Petrosky.
Okay,
Someone like that.
He's a really good
that
grappler, though.
Yeah, he lost a grappling match to somebody really good at the Flow Wrestling. It might have been Petrosky. It might not have been Petrosky.
Yeah,
it was.
But like I said, I don't even know like if you should do the over, the under. Like it's probably dog or pass. Like I don't want to pay the price on the favorite. I'm not confident one way or another. I'm staying away. This is one fight I'm not betting at all.
Dude, I was looking like I wouldn't even mind the over a little bit, and it's juiced up at like even over 1.5
like plus really 150, right?
Yeah, because there could be a lot of wrestling, and it's not like the Aliskerov was going to take Phil Hawes down and submit him like he did Souza on the Contender Series. Like, dude has no grappling. Like Chidi and Joe Kumanu took him down like 3 times and held him down on the Contender Series. And if that dude does get some ground time and some control, burn some clock, and then Phil Hawes, I mean, he does have KO power, but if he's just piecing him up like he was doing like Chris Curtis or Deron Wynn, and this dude mixes in some takedowns, I could see this going over. Both dude, I mean, I don't see Aliskerov finishing Phil Hawes with punches. Like Phil Hawes' chin ain't that bad, dude. Julian Marquez kicked his head off when he was coming up after a takedown, and then he got Delitze just unloaded with bombs, and then Chris Curtis, there wasn't even a jaw shot. Like he got wobbled at first, but he got finished with a knee to the body. So his jaw's not like that terrible. Like Delitze's
The only thing
throwing
that worries
bombs.
me though a little bit is UFC Austin when he fought little guy Darren Wynn, and Darren Wynn was landing some good shots on him. I mean, he didn't go down, but he was like, "Ooh, okay, okay."
Yeah, because he
So
throws so much volume. Like he used to just throw big shots, but yeah, but his striking is going to be better than that Alice
yeah,
Garoff's
yeah,
too. And
for
Alice
sure.
Garoff, to be honest, got knocked out way worse than Phil Hawes ever has. Dude, Kamzat sent him to the fucking shit. He was out for like 35 seconds or a minute after that, just laying there. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Dad said, try to find some footage of Hall getting taken down. It's a hard task. Yeah.
yeah, he's a division. Yeah, national did that because nobody's ever gonna ever go in there and be like that's their game plan. The only reason Delitze took his knee out is because he took Delitze down.
Yeah. And then
Like
he got the reversal knee bar thing and just,
even
honestly, that's what I'm worried about. I don't know what happened there. Like, was it like what did he do that? It's only been 5 months.
yeah, but he probably just hyperextended his knee or something. You know what I mean? Because like
He
if he
must have,
got
because
up and he was like hobbling around, yeah, he didn't like tear every tendon and nothing like that.
Yeah.
He's been training in Thailand. Phil Hawes has. I wanted to bet him big. I did, but I'm just staying away.
Yeah.
Some of these fights you just got to stay away, man. There's 13, 14. I don't know. We'll probably have
13 now
by the time this mofo starts.
Jonathan said, I ended up parlaying Hawes, Rodriguez, and Porter Smith. Fight ends via KO plus 625.
That some good odds, Jonathan.
I like that
I'm rooting for you. I like it. I'm with you. I got Rodriguez. We'll get to that. No.
Wrestled in Iowa lower division. Was that Hawes then?
Yeah, he was junior college, and then he went up to I think like Iowa State or something like that, didn't he? Which anywhere in Iowa, but I think he won his national title in Division II.
Okay.
And then went to Iowa State or something like that. But still, dude, like I think American wrestling, unless you're going, I mean, but Khabib never went up against no like badass American wrestler. Like Khabib, when he went up even against like somebody with decent takedown defense, like Ayala Quinta, he was having problems.
True. Pink Floyd said, I will still take Hawes plus 150 as a victor, even if he loses. Yeah, I mean, it's a good line. It really is. Can't bet on Hawes unless he's fighting Darren Wynn. Even that. Right. I'm telling you, I was sweating that at UFC Austin, man. Because it was a fun fight to watch, though. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Pity about Hawes' chin. He probably gets KO'd by a wrestler. It wouldn't surprise me, but I'd feel
there
sad.
We go, Mike. There we go, Mikey. Put some respect on Hawes' names, man.
This is the Glass Cannon's last chance to get some respect on his name, yeah. Look at that Roman fight before the injury, and he was looking good. He was.
Just like Jack Hermanson, though. Jack Hermanson's dumbass was piecing up Delitze, too. And then Delitze looked good against Marvin Vettori, but Hermanson and Phil Hawes are faster than Vettori. But Hermanson was piecing him up, and then he shot in and said he like clearly won the first round, beating him up, and had his calves beat up, and then the second round, just for some reason, Phil Hawes is good, dude. He's very well rounded and very good. He just like, and even his fight with Imavov, he's got pretty good wrestling. He was able to out-grapple him.
I feel like unless Hawes has a chin issue, can see him getting the W. I mean, that's I think it's either going to be a really close decision or Aliskerov is just going to get lucky and land like a bomb, and then it's going to be a knockout. Like I think that's just how it ends.
I don't think one way or another. Striking though, I really don't. I know he's Sambo champion, but that's wrestling and submissions a lot. They do some hand-to-hand stuff, but like I just never got to see him strike. The only time I seen him strike for like standing up for more than like a minute or so was against Hamzat.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting praised for his takedown defense, not really like his striking. But dude, that freaking Hamzat uppercut was so sick, dude. Like that was one of the cleanest punches. Like he just timed it right under his jab, just came up with the uppercut and put him to sleep.
Yeah,
dude, how the hell hasn't Kamzat fought again? Like he's choked out Kevin Holland in 38 seconds. Kevin Holland's fought twice since then. He took the beating to Wonderboy and came back and beat Ponzi. Like where? Like how? It's just stupid, man.
I know. It's like a waste, if you want to say. You know what I mean?
It's been like 8 months. Like and you
fought. He should have fought like 4 months after that win. At the very latest, 4 months. He's just waiting for his time. He's
He used
only
to
like
fight.
what? Is he 12-0? He's not even like super hot. Like he's not even like 20-0 or something like that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Carlos said, Parlay Buster alert. Phil Halls wins this one. I agree. Cody's breakdown, but don't have the cojones to pull the trigger.
Yeah, man.
Ikram or over 1.5. I cannot trust Phil with my money. I like the over 1.5
I
in that.
can't blame you on that though. I stayed away too, but it's like 250. Phil Hawes at plus 250. Whoever got him at that, you did your job. Even 200 plus 190. Like somebody said, plus 150. I believe Pink Floyd said that, or I don't mind it. Yeah, dude, he was out cold.
Chimaev Hammer Fist was unnecessary. Iowa schools up and down are tough. College, junior college, and high school.
1000%. One of the toughest wrestling states there is.
I think you have to ask yourself, and if the fight took place on the feet, who would win? You answer that. I think
Phil Hawes. And I picked him, and I wanted to bet him. MMA Jesus.
Dev the dude. 2 locks. Me and him got 2 locks on my bets. Feel comfortable this week. Definitely check out Dev on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. He does great stuff as well. Puts out all of his bets and locks of the night.
You can find him on all my bet posts saying, nah, you're gonna lose. Nah, you suck, Cody. He's like, just play.
You suck, man. Addicted to Combat, Patty. What is up, Patty? Definitely. If you do not know this guy, you are living under a rock. Definitely check out his YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
What's he got now? What do you got now, Patty?
I think it's like 950 something too. Like him and Tyler are like neck and neck. Dude, they're almost to 1,000.
Everybody go to his page real quick and channel and subscribe, dude. Get him up to 1,000. He deserves it. Kind of. Sometimes he's mean, so maybe.
Yeah, sometimes when he's mean, I'm like, nah.
Unsubscribe. Then I come back a week later.
Then if he talks nice, I'm like, all right, I'll subscribe.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Punchless MMA. Damn, what is up? I really did not expect to see so much Hawes love this week. Ooh.
Okay. You on Ikram? All his money's on Dober. He said, I got Dober.
I know who he's on this week. But if you don't know Punch List MMA, definitely check him out on Instagram. Well, I don't know about Instagram. Twitter and YouTube for sure. Because he does great stuff, great bets, great podcast, has a voice for it, and
it's not so great at hiding his happiness emotions, but
10 seconds ahead of us.
I know the delay. I'm like, why did he just jump out of his? I go, why is Dale doing the splits right now? I go, why is that happening? And then all of a sudden, Bobby Green's sleeping. I'm like, what the hell happened?
John Merges retweeted him. I think I did. I think I retweeted his stuff. Yeah. Patrick up to 960 with my sub. There we go. We got you one, Patty. Look at that.
Let's go, Brandon.
There we go. Thanks for wearing a shirt.
Him or Patty. Patty's got the shirt off a lot.
Sorry, boys. I'll do better next time. Nah, you're all good. It was funny.
No, yeah, dude. No, don't worry. Listen, that was happening regardless, no matter what Bobby Green was going to sleep. That's funny. It's good to talk about. I can't wait to do another fight campaign and get some people on sometime coming.
Yeah, it's always fun. We have to find a really, really crappy card coming up next.
Look at these pictures, dude. Look at
these guys.
Bro, Braxton Smith's picture. That looks like the fucking porn picture guy, the meme. That looks exactly like the porn picture guy meme. And if it went down farther, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That picture looks exactly like that meme.
All right, let's get to it here. I'm going to try to say it right. Parker Porter versus Braxton Smith. Who do you like here? Wait, it's my turn.
I think
it's my turn. I'll go real quick. This is another weird one for me. I was kind of going back and forth, but I mean, Braxton literally just has a puncher's chance in the first round. And I think that's about it. He's so small for a heavyweight. But I mean, not saying Porter is a monster other than wide, but I just think Porter should win this fight. He can get takedowns, but if he's I don't want to say stupid, if he's not smart and he just tries to strike with him in the first 2 or 3 minutes of this fight, he'll probably get knocked out. So that's what's scaring me a little bit because I can totally see that happening, kind of like what happened in his last fight. So I'm going to go with Porter here. I have no money on this other than the minus or under 2.5 in a parlay. one of
Nice.
these guys is gonna get knocked out, or even sneaky little submission would be Porter by submission.
Chat's going off right now.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Who do you
bro,
like here, Cody?
dude. You know what's not smart is me betting Parker Porter after rewatch. Dude, how did I when he fought Justin Tafa? How the hell did I bet Parker Porter? And I had to have
Dude, I did
watched him
too.
fight Alan Badeau. He couldn't even finish Alan Badeau, and I was back and forth. I should have knew that.
Yeah,
Parker Porter has trouble with dudes like this that can just punch him out, like freaking
hmm
Dawkins, Tafa. Earlier in his career, he's been knocked out real early. But like the Braxton Smith dude, like I seen a thing on Twitter. Somebody put up on Twitter, and I don't know if it was from his most recent one because they did say it was the 2022, but he had fought Corey Savage twice, so it could have been from his first time he fought him because that was like his first fight back after like 7 years. But in the interview in the ring after the fight, somebody on Twitter posted it though. They're talking to Braxton Smith and they're like, what do you want to do next? What's next for you? And he was like, well, he's like, I'd like to get a team to train with in a gym. And they were like, what? You just train on your own? He's like, yeah. Like the dude would like he hasn't even been. So I don't know if that was his, but it said it was the second fight against Corey Savage. So this dude's like basically a street fighter out there with muscles, but that might be enough to get rid of Parker Porter. I didn't bet this fight at all. I like the unders because one way or the other, either Braxton Smith, which is what I'm picking, Braxton Smith to catch Parker Porter sometime early, like because he's going to be throwing bombs. Parker Porter's wrestling isn't even that good. He couldn't even get down Badeau and hold him down and like finish him like Parisian and them guys. So I'm staying far away from this fight, but I'm gonna say Braxton Miller by knockout. So the under Braxton Miller by KO, man.
Yeah,
China.
like
yeah, Patrick, this has with this hog. But that looks exactly like it. If that picture just kept going down, like if it was
we get it, Cody.
it's because I don't think I looked at it for some reason. Like I know I looked on his record and stuff, but I just didn't see it like that.
Mr. D said either you're gonna try to make me say it. Porter gets KO'd or Braxton gasses and gets subbed. Braxton has the hop, skip, jump, punch. Yep.
He's fast. He's going to be way faster than Porter, too.
Yeah, he is for sure. First 2 minutes, it's going to be that's where you're going to know who's going to win or not.
Porter's like, what, 38? And he just got knocked out less than 3 months ago. So, I mean, that's not going to help his chin either.
Braxton by flying hammer fist to top off Porter's head. Yep.
We seen what happened with the Rosa after coming back quick after a knockout. He couldn't even take anything.
Dude, that was awful. It was
like still an early stoppage, and it probably would have still ended up getting stopped. But
it was a pillow punch. He was just like, and then he was like, you could tell like he wasn't even defending. That's one of the highlights I watched back. I'm like, his chin's gone. It is completely gone. Daz said was surprised the under 2.5 was minus 380. That's why I jumped on it. Like it's an easy parlay pace. I think this was. And when I say that. Usually it doesn't hit, but
that's every time I say it, bet's easy. I'm ripping that
Dale said Max Holloway and Sean O'Malley both learned to strike from video games. Braxton might be the new heavyweight GOAT.
Hey, I'd be good then. I used to be the GOAT on UFC 4. I used to be addicted to that game. Loved it. Started playing it again like a couple months ago. It's too addicting. I can't do it. If I play UFC 4, nobody's getting no bets. Because I'm on that shit for like 4 hours straight, dude. It's so fun.
All right. We got the next one. It's going to be Marina Rodriguez versus Verna Jandiroba.
Picture of Verna Jandiroba is that, dude. Do I not look at – is this Tapology or what are you on?
Yeah, it's Tapology. Do you look at Tapology?
Yeah, I do, but that doesn't – I don't remember seeing that, man. But, yeah, obviously this is going to be a phenomenal fight style matchup. You got Muay Thai versus Jiu-Jitsu. I like Marina Rodriguez as striking. I mean, I like her takedown defense. I like her grappling game. Not like offensive grappling, but like she's fought girls like Verna before. As far as Ribas, she fought Mackenzie Dern. And Verna has a little bit better wrestling than Mackenzie Dern, but Verna gets tired, dude. Like I bet her big, or I bet Ribas big against her a couple of years ago. I had her Had her on a nice parlay too with like Magomed Ankalaev, and somebody else is like a 3-fight parlay and hit big because Hebas was minus like 130. Hebas is a high level black belt with good takedown defense and good striking. So I know she's going to be able to survive on the ground if it got there. And then after that, be able to keep it standing and just piece her up. And that's exactly what she did. And I think Marina Rodriguez can do that. Verna Jandiroba, like she's good. She's got decent wrestling. She more grabs on girls. It's not like she's really hitting single legs or double. She's like grabbing on girls and pulling them to the ground and stuff. Her jiu-jitsu is really, really good. I mean, she's really heavy on top. If she gets you down, you're probably not getting up. And that may happen to Rodriguez in the first round. But Rodriguez, what I like is she can survive, dude. Mackenzie Dern's got better jiu-jitsu than Verna Jandiroba, as seen by Mackenzie Dern already beat her. Mackenzie Dern had her in every bad position you could have a girl in the whole second round, and she survived that whole thing and then got up and pieced her up the rest of the fight. So I'm expecting a tough first round, but if you watch any of Verna's fights, like the one she's losing, she's not getting no takedowns in the second or the third round. Like she goes hard in that first round, she gets you down, she goes for the sub and all that. Besides Angela Hill, but what does Angela Hill do? She gasses right along with you. She slows down majorly, especially when she has to grapple. And Marina Rodriguez gets stronger. I thought she lost against Jan when she fought Jan. I thought Jan won the first 2 rounds, but Jan was slowed way down in that third round, and that's when Marina ended the fight out really, really strong. Got her split decision. She's gonna have way more gas than Verna, and I just think she should be able. She's better. She's fought this prototype. We've seen her fight this prototype and lose, and win. She's losing like Amanda Lemos, just throwing bombs. But Amanda Lemos would break Verna Jandiroba off too. So give me Marina Rodriguez. I got her at minus 130. I bought the dip. I really like her. So
yeah, same here. Like everything you said, like I 100% agree with. I just don't get the Verna love this week. Like maybe it's the recency bias because
like
she
plus
won
180 or plus 190, whatever she was at. You did your job on that. Like it should be a little closer, but to me, it should be Marina minus 170. That's what I think it should be, but not like minus 300 because there's a clear path to victory. So I can't blame anybody betting Jandiroba because she got a path to victory here for sure. I just don't think she's going to be able to do it. She's doing that against lower level.
It's like I just don't think Verna can win a decision. She's not going to knock out Marina. So I almost want to say, like, if you think Verna's going to win, just play a little bit on the sub prop because I just don't think there's going to be any other way for her to win. And Marina, I think, is going to more than likely win by decision, but she has a chance to knock her out in the third round too when Verna gasses, like you said, because she slows down after the first, like badly, especially if she goes hard in the grappling in the first round. Like she's got nothing. Like she basically survives and throws like 3 punches, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Marina will piece her up if that happens. And her striking is like one jab, 1-2 down the middle, and like that's it for the round. Like that's all she does.
Yep.
So I'm all over Marina. I think she wins this fight. Maybe the first round, maybe it goes to Verna, and maybe Marina has to survive the grappling and the takedowns and this and that. But second and third, I think she will win those 2 rounds for sure, and maybe even get a late finish in the third, especially if she loses the first 2 for whatever reason. Marina's going to come out in the third and go for that knockout, and that's very live for the knockout, which I don't mind the knockout prop, actually. I think it's at plus 450 for Marina, and I think it's very possible here.
Her money line's excellent, too, right now. Like, minus 130, I had to jump on that.
I didn't want to touch her at like minus 200 or so when it
first came out. She was minus 300 when it started.
I wasn't going to touch it at any of those. Like, but when that keeps it going down, 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 I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, boink, got it. So I got her in a parlay with somebody coming up. I got it at minus 140 because I couldn't wait to get till it went down to minus 130. I'm like, nope, I'm getting this now.
That's how I was doing. I was waiting. It went to like 125 and I got it at 130.
Yeah. Crazy. Let's see. Shady said crazy eye. Yep. You don't know where she's looking. It's crazy. Bunny said, I think the KO has something to do with the weird line movement. Marina Rodriguez, lock of the card. I mean, I'm confident that she wins. I don't know about lock of the card, but I'm pretty confident.
I like that. I like that confidence, man, because I got a big bet on her.
Jordan couldn't sub Emrod, and the judges haven't been scoring control time without damage. Agreed.
Except in the damn Tafa fight. Or the Semmelsberger, but actually, what's his name?
Lay and pray.
What's his name though?
Wells.
What's his name? Yeah, he did a little damage though. He
No,
was actually doing
he was
some.
doing it. And I
But
actually
Tafa
agreed with that
and
decision
Usman,
personally.
Tafa hurt Usman in every one of them rounds.
Yeah, it was lay and pray all for 3 rounds. It was awful.
Yo.
Dad said the plus 150 made me bet Berna. I'll admit it. Bye money, maybe.
Yeah, but that's a good bet though. She's got a chance to win. Plus 150 is good money.
I like this one. Marina, even round 3, I'm sure it's almost close to 1,000. Like, I think that's live.
Plus 1,800, right?
I like it.
That's pretty good money. But has Verna been TKO'd ever? And Marina ain't really like a finisher like that. Like if you go look at her record, she's probably got like her last 9 decisions, 8 of them's been, or last 9 wins, probably 8 of them's been decision.
She's only lost by decision, but I think this could be a fight where later in the fight, when she's a little tired.
Yeah, true. And she could hit her with some big. She knocked Hibas out. She can knock Verna out. Yep. Tired. She can't see what's going on.
Just catch like a looping hook and just catch her in the side of the head, and she's just done. AJ, what's up, AJ? Said got big money on Marina. I love it.
I like that, AJ. Let's go.
Give me M Rhoda by decision. I like that too.
Yeah.
Hope the line
that was even like -1, or what was that? I looked at that today.
It's like plus 120. Plus
yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy. Yeah. But I mean,
so I almost would rather just play the money line just in case, or
she hits that 3rd round.
Yeah, or just do the 3rd round prop and then the plus 130 decision, because either way, it's plus money.
Right.
Brandon says, hope the line's still good on this one. Come tomorrow or Saturday. DraftKings has Marina at -135 right now. It's still good. I don't understand it. I just don't. But that's just me. All right. Cody's biggest bet of the night. Chaos versus Bedoya. I think it's my turn. I like Chaos here a lot. This is a very tough fight for any UFC newcomer. I don't care how good you are, because Chaos is going to bring it. He's got the power. He just needs one punch for 3 rounds. Bedoya is going to need a perfect fight for 15 minutes and not gas out. And I just don't think that's going to happen. It's going to be an easy breakdown. I mean, Bedoya does have pretty decent striking, but he's very hittable. That's what I've noticed from him. And that's not a good sign for this fight at all, because Chaos is tough. He could take punches, he can get in the brawls, and he can knock you out. So give me Chaos by knockout. I'm going to say 1st round as well. Who do you like here?
Yeah, man. Chaos Williams. This is a mismatch. I don't even know why this fight's happening. Bedoya's never fought anybody good. I grant he's 14-1, but he's never fought anybody good. Like, not good enough to like get him in here with Chaos Williams. Like number 22 in the whole world. And that's this dude's number 3 welterweight in Peru. The fuck? Like, I don't understand why they put this together. Probably because he's fighting. Probably because Charles Oliveira and Santos were fighting. He's part of their camp.
That's true.
But he's nothing like. I mean, he's tough. Like when he's fighting these other dudes, like in the gymnasiums and stuff. But Chaos is literally going to be a level above him in every single aspect of MMA. Maybe this dude's got heart. I'll give him that. And like if he's fighting lower level guys, he's got good volume. He's super tough, but he's not going to be super tough. Like his style can't work against Chaos Williams. If you look at Bedoya, he's got 7 wins by decision. Like that means he's just peppering people up, peppering. Guess what? You're gonna start trying to pepper Chaos, and he's gonna hit you with a 1-2 and put you to sleep. Like I'm old enough to remember Chaos knocking out Alex Moreno and Abdul Al Hassan and all them dudes, knocking them out cold. He's gonna and Miguel Baeza. Think how much better Miguel Baeza is than Rolando Bedoya. And then I thought he beat.
He was not even in the UFC anymore.
Yeah. So and like this Bedoya kid, don't get me wrong, he can be good coming up in the future when he's in like getting some UFC money. He's getting the rest of his everything, like getting more training, just everything. But like right now, it just doesn't make sense why Chaos is fighting him. You go from Randy Brown to Rolando Bedoya. The dude didn't even fight on the Contender Series. None of that Peruvian scene. So, give me Chaos Williams, dude. And I think that I think he gets this kid out of here. If this kid fights the way I've seen him fight on all of his regional stuff, he's getting knocked out in that 1st round and a half. It really is.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. AJ said, I missed it, but something worries me about Aliskerov. Yeah.
We all
said the same thing. Yeah. It's dog or pass.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dad said Bedoya's head is the same shape as a hit pad, and that's how he uses his head. But he's tough as fuck.
He really is.
1 unit on Bedoya.
Okay. Okay.
Carlos said, I bet on Chaos in a parlay and also fight doesn't go the distance. Might even do the under 1.5 if I'm feeling spicy. What do y'all think? I love it all.
Yeah, I
I
like
love it
it.
all.
Yeah.
All of it. I think it's all safe. Even throw in a sprinkle of Chaos by knockout. How about that?
Yeah, like Bedoya is tough, dude, but like Chaos really has that crazy power, dude. And like I don't see anywhere Bedoya wins this fight. He's not finishing Chaos Williams. Chaos Williams went in there, beat up Matt Semmelsberger for 3 rounds. And a standing. Semmelsberger's a beast, dude. Like this fight just don't make like the Chaos is a level above him or two on every aspect of MMA experience, freaking striking, grappling, everything, power.
Everything, yeah. Maybe 2 for power.
It's crazy, man.
Pink Floyd said, should be as easy as a fight for Chaos as it was for Edgar.
Don't you put that bad juju on Chaos.
That's why he did the under 2.5. That's why he did the under 2.5.
Don't you compare Chaos to Edgar. She did. She dropped the egg, too.
Bunny said, these Peruvian fighters have won their debuts, FYI, but Chaos gets the late KO. This is a different fighter, though, man.
Yeah,
like, this is a different... This guy, Chaos, is at least mid-level of, the welterweight division. Like, middle
22 in the world.
At least.
22 yeah, at least middle. The whole world, Craig. The whole world. But
crazy.
We'll see what happens. Like I said, I know Bedoya is tough, man. But that's the problem. I think he's going to be too tough for his own good here.
And honestly,
but he's going to win some fights.
I think Chaos beat Randy Brown. I really do. It was very close.
Michelle Pereira too.
Yeah.
Like I bet the Brown one was super close. I'd have bet on Brown, so obviously I'm gonna be a little biased. But like, yeah, man, he could be on like a 9-fight win streak and like 6-0 in the UFC.
He'd be in the top Moreno, 10 right now.
Michelle Pereira, Al Hassan, all them dudes, man. So
Brandon said this is a fight that screams missed weight cancellation just because it's such a mismatch, but hope it doesn't. And I already got bets on it. Yeah, I hope not either. I'll be so pissed.
I got a lot. I got 630 on Chaos Williams doing like 2.05 or something.
Karim said Detroit all day long.
Let's go. Gotham City.
Minus 700 Evloev. Yeah, crazy. What's up, John? John's in the house. Definitely check out John on Twitter. He does all of his bets as well. He does really good stuff too. Chaos is money. I agree, man. I like Chaos a lot.
Yeah.
AJ's got Chaos, Dober, Canelo, KO.
Who's Canelo boxing?
That. Is it Ryder? John Ryder, I believe.
John Ryder.
I'm not a boxing fan. I think I saw it somewhere. Is it John Ryder or Jason Joe?
If he ain't got a Russian last name or a Mexican last name, I don't. Canelo should be. He ain't fighting the right guy.
Jonathan, you can bet Chaos knockout round 2 is plus 650, or you can go round 1 for 1 or 2 at plus 110. I'll take this shot at round 2.
I want to see Canelo fight that tall Mexican dude that just beat up Caleb Plant. That dude is tough. Man. That'd be a really good fight. For Vasquez or some.
Yeah, I'm heavily invested in Chaos better win.
Let's go, Pike. We're getting that win, Pike.
John with the dono. Appreciate it, John. Always appreciate the donos, man.
Got the super sticker. Man. Always appreciate that's big time right there, man.
Big time. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, man. MPTV, after watching Ronda's debut, I don't know anymore. Yeah. I didn't watch that fight, but man, I saw that. I'm like, thank God I bet the under 2.5.
Man, if I didn't work, we would be rich. Like me and my Patreon would be rich right now. If I didn't work and I had actual time to like even be breaking down lower level shows that you could bet on and stuff like that, then I would have known who what's his name, Marcus McGee. I would have known who he was, and we would have got rich off of that, because like
that's another one that was crazy too. Like I said, I didn't watch any of those fights, but
yeah, he's good, dude. That fucker threw power in every single thing he did. And I'm like, he's gonna have to slow down, and he didn't. He just kept coming with it. Even in the grappling, looked good. That guy's tough, dude. Marcus McGee.
I'll have to check out that dude, man. I'll have to check out a couple.
And he seems super cool and like a hard worker. That shout out to him. I can't wait to see him fight some more.
Dale said, Bedoya sounds like a name little kids would call someone at the
prison name or something. Bedoya.
Like I said, I like the over, and fight starts round 2. As a Latino myself, I can tell you we have hard heads. Yeah,
tough,
I mean, it's
dude.
definitely possible.
Humans on earth, man. Some of the toughest for sure. Up there with Hawaiians and everybody else, man.
John said Bedoya really beat no one. Yep.
New
I'm
one.
not in the regional scene.
The opposite of someone, which is he's never beat nobody. And
Bunny said, I
Chaos, like
bet.
we said, could be like 6-0 in the UFC right now.
Yeah. Very legit possibility there, too. I bet Bedoya gets a nice win on his second fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
this fight.
dude.
His second fight.
No,
This is
this kid
tough.
is tough. And then they give him some UFC money and let him get a better like protein shakes. Everything gets better going out to the Performance Institute. Like he this kid, and he's tough and he's got cardio and he's tough. But like I said, in this fight, you're coming into the UFC in your first fight all hyped up. You've been beating people's asses. And I think his toughness is going to be a little too much for him in this fight with Chaos Williams because he ain't never fought anybody that just, dude, remember when he hit Al Razak Hassan or whatever, dude, he went stiff and his toes
he was
done.
done.
He was fucking like his thighs are that big and they was just stiff. Like,
it's crazy.
I think we could see something like that here.
And the funny thing about it, too, he's not a really big welterweight.
Well, Matt, remember, okay, his first 2 wins was Alex Moreno and then Al Hassan. And then he didn't really KO too many people after that. Why? Because them other dudes came in and fuck him up real quick. And then they didn't know what power he had. And after them, everybody seen them 2 powers, the Semmelsberger, Pajera, they're fighting cautious because they don't want to look like them guys. So, and I think Bedoya is going to come in and just test that dude and just get laid out.
Yeah. AJ said, I remember betting Chaos versus Michelle, and it cost me a long parlay.
I thought he won
John
that
Ryder.
fight.
Yeah, it was close. I do remember that fight. That was another close one that he could have won. So John Ryder is fighting Canelo this weekend.
I hate when they do the tune-up fights, but I think Canelo lost his last fight, had some surgery and stuff, so he needs a tune-up. Cinco de Mayo. There you go. Yep, Canelo always fights for that.
Let's see. Chaos round 1, TKO only plus 200, but it's probably what happens is Bedoya has 0 head defense. So yeah. Yep. Let's see. Shady Gas Tank was solid, down to earth. I know O'Malley came out and said McGee has been one of his sparring partners for years and was stoked for him. Okay.
Yeah.
Jorge, what's up, man? He said, I told y'all McGee was going to blast.
Yeah, he did too.
I was dreading. I had
ass blasted.
Round 2 KO McGee. Didn't he get the sub?
Choked him out. Yeah. Oh. He just, dude, Journey doesn't make sense how them 2 dudes are in the same weight class, bro. He was so much. Journey Newsom so little, but like I don't know how he weighs 140 because, dude, that McGee is probably 15 pounds bigger and like 3 inches tall. He's a big dude for that weight division, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be fun to watch him.
Chaos is gonna KO this guy round 1 if he's staring him down.
Chaos is stare downs. He don't freaking stop, and he's just love it.
Yep. All right, next one we got. It's gonna be a fun one. Devin Clark versus Kennedy and Zekchukwu. Who do you like here?
Man, here's another one I'm staying away from. I expect Kennedy. I'm picking Kennedy to win, but then also like I can also see him losing to Devin Clark by just getting held up against the cage a lot because he's never in a hurry to do shit. And Devin Clark, dude, you've seen in some fights he fights really, really good, and some fights he sucks balls. But like this fight might be one where he's able like to hold. And one thing, the difference between Devin Clark and a lot of the people that Kennedy's been beating up is that Devin Clark's got good cardio. Like he can fight like with Dawoon Jung. You've seen Dawoon Jung get way tired, way quicker than Devin Clark, and then Devin Clark's still solid in that 3rd round. But I'm gonna pick Kennedy just because I've seen Devin get beat up so many times. But it's like this is a tough one because if Kennedy comes out here and he's just his lackadaisical fucking self that he usually is, and then he's getting pushed up against the cage and he's doing this and he's losing every round until he comes back and wins in the 3rd or whatever. Like even with Carlos Ulberg beat the brakes off of him. He comes back and gets the win. Danilo Marquez had him solidly, probably 10-8'd in the 1st round because he had his back for the 4 minutes and 38 seconds. And then he gassed out in the 3rd. So I don't know, man. Like he's good, obviously. But Carl Robertson is terrible. I bet him a ton against Carl Robertson. I put a ton of money, but what are you going to tell off of that? And then the Kutalaba fight. I mean, it's weird too because Kutalaba got beat up by Kutalaba beat up Devin Clark bad for 3 rounds. But I don't think this fight's going to look like that. I think I'm picking, like I said, it doesn't sound like it. I'm going to pick Kennedy by 3rd round finish because it's what the guy does. But I'm staying far away from this fight. because
did not expect that one.
Well, if you pick that, I mean, dude, if you pick Kennedy, I'm telling you, and he comes out and he's all slow and shit, and Devin Clark's just out working him, hustling him, holding him against the cage, maybe lands a takedown or two. Devin Clark's a tough dude, and he's just some nights he's not good, and some nights he is. So I'll just stay away from it. But I'm picking the African Savage just because I have more faith in him. But he's a weird fighter too to have faith in. So
yeah, I mean, I'm going Kennedy. I maybe I'm weirdly confident in his last couple fights. Like he looked like a different fighter. Like he had a little bit more, a little pep in the step, if you want to say. He's not as shy to throw his hands. He has good takedown defense. He's really tall. He's really long. He's hard to take down up against the cage. And I think that's what's going to happen here. Like Devin's going to try for takedowns like he usually does. Kennedy's fought fighters like this before. Everybody tries to take down Kennedy. They don't have a lot of success. And even Kennedy knows how to wrestle now. He knows how to get takedowns. He does have decent grappling. I'm not saying it's amazing, but he knows what to do if this fight gets to the mat in his fight camp at Fortis now. And I think that was a big thing for him. I like his striking. He's very long for the division. He's got power. He's got good knees. Like Devin's going to win a decision. That's how he's going to win this fight. And he's going to have to pretty much out wrestle him for 15 minutes. And I just don't see that happening. I think Kennedy's going to touch that chin eventually, whether it's going to be by like a flying knee or an elbow, or maybe, like I said, maybe he gets some takedowns of his own. And because Devin Clark doesn't have the greatest takedown defense either. So maybe he starts raining down some elbows, hammer fist and stuff. And maybe he gets a weird submission. I can see way more past the victory for Kennedy than Devin. So give me Kennedy here. Like I said, I'm weirdly confident he wins this one again. And yeah, I'm gonna say knockout, second or third round. I do agree it's gonna be later. Maybe Devin wins the first, but I think Kennedy will start picking it up there. And I like Kennedy a lot. I'm going with it. I'm going with Kennedy. I love it.
going with Kennedy by knockout.
Knockout. Second. I said second or third round for sure. I don't think it's gonna be first. Let's see. Where are we at in the chat? Man, a lot of people are going. Let's see. Early Way in podcast. What is up, guys? Definitely check them out on YouTube, Instagram, and I believe Twitter. Oh, I don't know about Instagram, but Twitter definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Just getting in chaos inside the distance, 100%, man. 100%.
Let's go. Need it in my life.
McGee looking like Benjamin Button out there, 100%.
Vondelay with the dreads.
Let's see it going to split. I don't know if that was the last fight or this fight. Probably this fight. It could, if nobody can find the finish. Pink Floyd said, I can't forget the Da Un Young fight for both these guys. Yeah, I mean, that was weird for both, if you want to say. But once Kennedy went to Fortis, man, I'm telling you, they unlocked like potential in him. And I'm not saying it's like championship potential, but what you thought like this guy could at least semi be.
Yeah. I think somebody said his mom recently died. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
Yikes. Well, that sucks. But Kennedy's
I remember a thing
fight.
too
Sorry,
where
guys.
I seen earlier a couple years ago when I bet on him. I think it was against the Danilo Marquez. They said that his mom had like MS or some bad disease, and he took care of her. Like he was there every day with her and lived with her and took care of her and everything. So
there's all the motivation he needs.
He might throw a beat.
That's all I'm gonna say.
But like they said, you never know which one you're gonna get. You're gonna get the over emotional. Yeah.
I'm also scared Devin Clark can bank 2 rounds by being glued, but he could also lose in the third too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. African Savage time. Cody? Come on, Devin. Come on. Oh, Devin's dad's hilarious. Kennedy via Clark decision. I like that. Either one.
Devin Clark trains in Denver now, or Colorado or something. Yeah, Denver, somewhere, one of them. And they said his dad ain't in his corner no more, which is probably better for him.
Yeah.
But his dad was inspirational, the way he get up, Devin. Don't let him whoop your ass, Devin. Pick your teeth up, Devin.
MPTV said, Kennedy started seeing a sports psychologist and he's looked good since. Yeah. Like, it's a totally different fighter almost. Every time I hear Devin Clark, I just think of his jaw broken in. Yeah. That was a rough one. Johnny, I felt weirdly confident about Kutalaba over Kennedy.
You should. Could have won a.
Do you want to do a shoey bet here? Are you on the Clark side? I think you're on the Kennedy side, if I remember correctly, though.
You should have took that Cutelaba versus Bozer one.
I gave him every opportunity.
Cutelaba just threw a beating on him. Yeah.
But I feel like this is the fight where Patty should say, I'm on Devin Clark. Let's do that shoey bet.
I hope so. Dude, me and Patty are lined up with bets this week. Like, other than
100%?
Dude, pretty much. Like, yeah, pretty much. He's even down to chaos. He had the same. He had the chaos and the Mobsar parlay that fell apart.
Oh.
Like, but our individual bets are a lot of the same stuff. Even down to the big underdog we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah. Karim said, I think Kennedy just lost his mom. I'm picking him and betting him. Okay, if that's the case, then I'm even more confident now, because I couldn't imagine if I was like him and like fighting, like someone's getting a little bit of a little bit of beating, if you want to say. Jumbo said, normally I like Kennedy. I hate Clark, but being unbiased here, I think Clark out wrestles him. It's gonna be tough to take down, though, man. He's so big and long. He's so tough to take down.
I don't think he's fought enough wrestlers, though. You know,
he's only fought wrestlers, basically, except Jaun Don't, whatever his name is. Kennedy.
Yeah. I mean, Cutelaba gasses out so bad. He's more of the Cutelaba.
He's still a wrestler. He's more of a wrestler.
The thing is, though, with Devin Clark, it's not even about the takedowns. Is that fucker knows how to hold you against the cage. And I've seen Kennedy get held against the cage by people and not even be like crazy to get off it. Like I said, with Danilo Marquez was doing it to him. But
yeah, but that was earlier, before the unlocked potential there, though.
The mythical unlocked Kennedy.
And he should have beat Nicolau, but that stupid eye poke. And even then, I still think he won that fight. And I don't know how he lost by split.
Well, he kept kicking him in the dick and fucking poking his eyes. What do you mean, dude? That's how you lose that. He got like a point or two taken from him.
I think it was just one. It was 1 point, but he didn't have a lot of fouls, if you want to say.
Jesus.
Patty said Devin's dad versus Kennedy's mom. Who's better?
Oh shit! That is.
Oh, I'm gonna go Kennedy's mom, but I love that. We should put that on a poll. I'll put that on a poll next.
Sure. Jesus.
Smith got him good. Devin's dad by a mile. Ooh.
Yeah, Smith.
Carlos Oberg, elite wrestler. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know who like Kennedy. I mean, Cutelaba, but he took him down. He just gasses out.
Saying like elite wrestlers, but just fighters that are known for good wrestling.
Like Carl Robertson. Who else has he fought?
I mean, you could put Nicolau in there. He's had decent takedowns, but he's not a great wrestler. But that's like he's known for being a wrestler. I'm not saying he's like a D1, freaking Henry Cejudo or what I want to say. But he's fought guys that push him up against the cage and try to take him down. Like he's fought many people like that. That's all people can do because he's so big. But
the difference though is them dudes gas out. Like Danilo Marquez did it. Like them dudes slow down though. Devin Clark, he's got a good casting. But I'm still on Kennedy because Devin Clark, terrible fighter. Both these guys kind of got bad fight IQ. But
Carlos,
I want Kennedy.
Give me Kennedy. Alonzo Menifield was my early bets, and Devin Clark stole all my money. Yeah,
I lost money on that too, AJ, for sure.
Same with me. I think I faded Devin Clark in every fight.
And dude, right in the first round too, Menifield hit him with this fucking hook, and Devin Clark's like, "Oh, my fucking eye," and like started running. And then I'm like, "Yes, it's over." And then somehow he stayed in it, and then Alonzo gassed himself.
Devin Clark has been finished 6 out of his 7 losses too, so it's like.
But sometimes he fights tough, like against Menifield, and then Menifield gassed out after throwing 9 strikes. Fucking turd. For real, I lost a good amount of money.
I still think Menifield beat what's his face?
Group.
Yep. I'll say it. I don't care.
Was it what was
draw?
Was there fouls?
I think wasn't it a draw
or was it just
no? I think it was a straight up draw.
Rand, look at this guy. What is up?
Blast from the past, Range. What is up? Dawoon Young out wrestled Kennedy before knocking him out with a phantom elbow.
Yeah. That was so weird. And I had Dawoon Young too in that fight. And I'm like, holy crap.
I did too.
How did that happen, dude?
That was crazy. I took it all day. Kennedy embodies the old song. If you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. Yep.
Yeah. Boy named Sue, man.
Kennedy round 3 plus 900. I like that.
Wow. That's
Just round
amazing.
3, like it win by sub or KO. I
That's
like it.
amazing because that's what he usually does.
Look at that. Dale's reminding you about the shoey bet for Minifield and Crute. You had Crute.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was I didn't
It
get
was a
on the
draw.
I didn't get on the yeah, but I didn't get on the internet. I was so pissed. I lost a bunch of money that night. I think that night's when I lost like 10 units, 10 and a half units. I was like, man, I don't even want to get on the damn internet for like a day and a half. I was serious. I was so pissed because I can't remember what I actually because I didn't even have like a real money back. I can't remember who I lost on that night, but it was everybody. It was like the malarkey under and all this other stuff.
Everything went wrong.
Australia, UFC Australia. That's what.
Yeah,
See,
that
and
was
after COVID and they didn't travel, I got to start doing better of like adding that into the betting now that they're starting to go overseas and all that, where like people have to travel over there and this and that.
Plays a part. Plays a big part.
We'll get it down.
Yep. All right, next one we got is going to be Drew Dober versus Matt Frivola. I think you went first, right? Or first time, right?
Yep.
All right. This is gonna be a very fun fight. I will say that, but I really like Drew Dober to win this fight. I just think he's a mythical fighter with his chin, probably the best in the UFC. Frivola likes to make fights like super brawly and slugfesty, and that's not going to be a good thing here. And Drew Dober is going to catch him, and he's kind of chinny a little bit. Frivola, he gets dropped, and he does eventually get up again, and you can kind of keep him down sometimes, but not really. But what scares me a little bit maybe is if Frivola tries to go for a wrestle heavy game plan, but I think that's asking a lot because I think Frivola will eventually not do it and then get caught up in that brawl setting that he likes to get into, and then Drew Dober is going to knock him out first or second round. I'll say second round, early second. I think the first round will go through, but I do think he's going to get the knockout eventually. And Drew Dober survives, and that chin is still going to be granite.
Yeah, man, I was gonna bet on Drew Dober, but I think Dale from Punch List raised the line by 25 points every day. But no, dude. Okay, so there's this fight card's weird because there's a ton of freaking great fights on here, and I don't know which way they're gonna go. And a lot of it has to do with style matchups, and then a lot of it has to do with, well, how's this fighter gonna look after this time, or what game plan are they gonna use, and all that. So here I stayed away. I have no bets on this one either because I can see it going a million different ways. I'm picking Drew Dober by third round or decision, but like I'm not confident in that at all. And the main thing that makes me not confident in that at all is watching Drew Dober fight Brad Riddell, where Brad Riddell got beat up in the first round, but was able to land 5 takedowns on Dober throughout the fight and win a decision off him. Brad Riddell is a kickboxer. And then also another thing is that I bet Jalen Turner big against Matt Frivola years ago. And Matt Frivola, dude, survived some big shots. I mean, he ate some knees from Jalen Turner. When I went and rewatched that fight, in my mind, Matt Frivola just dog walked him for 3 rounds. Like that's what I remembered. But it really wasn't like Jalen Turner. That fight was standing for a decent amount of times. Jalen Turner hit him with some decent shots, but then Frivola would just wrestle him down. And that's what kept me off of this because I do like Dober in this fight because, I mean, obviously he's got his chin, but like Matt Frivola could go a lot of different ways, like to wrestle, kind of wear Dober down. And then Matt Frivola's also got good striking himself. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a tough fight because both these dudes are so good. But I'm like I said, I'm going to take Dober by third round or decision, but I just stayed away from it because I guys got flashbacks of Frivola versus Turner and watching Dober versus Riddell. I don't know if I had a bet on that, but there's ways. Both these dudes have path to victories.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, that's going to be the easiest path to victory for Frivola, but he's going to have to do it for 3 rounds. I just don't think it's going to happen. Like, I could totally see it, but I just don't see him doing it for that long before Dober catches him. Dev said Steamroller. It's got Steamroller in this one.
Okay.
I got fight doesn't go the distance at minus 280 in a parlay. I also like Dober to win.
I like that.
Frivola said today he wants to hurt Drew and make him try to wrestle. Okay. Interesting. 28 tracked units on my guy. Getting
Is that what Dale said?
28 units tracked.
I'm rooting for you then, Dale. I'm rooting for you. Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. Nuts is hanging and swanging, man. You got a wheelbarrow? You need a
You
wheelbarrow?
got a little bit of KO in there as well. I think last time he had money line and KO.
Well, dude,
right?
he hit big because who the hell thought he was going to KO Bobby Green just because Bobby Green, but doesn't get KO. But man, I'm rooting for you. Now I'm all over. I'm rooting for you for Dober. You get 28 tracked units on him, and his units aren't $5. I don't think.
Yeah, they're not $10 units.
No, attaboy. That they're not saying that's what you got to do sometimes.
That's right. Effie said, "I can't wait for this one. I can't either, man. It's gonna be a good one."
Yeah,
Ron said, "If
what's up,
Favola
too,
were
bro?
to win, how does he win? It's gonna be a mix and takedowns and not get knocked out. I think that's about it.
And land some big shots, dude. Drew
He can
Dober
land big shots
too. He's very hittable. Favola has power in both hands, so he could land a drop. He could drop him. And wrestle, dude. Like Dober's wrestling ain't that great. His defensive wrestling really is not all that great. Like he's got a pretty good get up game, but he can be taken. Most of his losses were him getting taken down. Like even when he fought Beneil Dariush back in the day, he drilled Beneil, like hurt him bad a couple times in the first round, and then Beneil just started wrestling. He's like, fuck this, and started wrestling. So, but that's why I didn't, that's why I stayed away from the fight, because we don't know what Favola is going to do. Is he just going to come out and stand and bang, or is he going to wrestle? So I'm just going to, and for 1,000% fact, this would be fun to watch as a fan. And I'm going to be watching it, just rooting for my boy Dale, man. 28 units deep. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Rand said, Dober's chin has to go eventually, and I think Steamrolla has the power enough to do it.
Possibility.
Interesting. Crimson Chin, I agree. Gabriel, what is up? He said, I'm back, hit 3K on a slot and 1K on a slot ticket now to lose on 280. There you go, buddy.
Let's go. That's big. 4K, Gabriel, 4K.
Throw it all on Dober by knockout. Let's go.
There goes Dober by
Dober
second round Peruvian tie. Yes. Yep. He's like, it's plus. And what if it hit? Like,
that'll be insane. Jumbo said, I got Chaos by KO parlayed with Dober by KO. I like both of those.
Hey, man. And it probably has decent little odds. I know Chaos by KO is probably like minus 125 still or something.
Minus 125, yeah. And I think Dober's minus 110. I mean,
still, you put them together, you're getting like plus 250, right? Or something like that.
Those are two fights that I can see a finish in for sure. Like, by those guys, 100%. Like,
this is going to be a banger fight,
yeah, Dober KO late first. Okay. Even though he hasn't shown it in the last couple fights, Matt Favola still has 2 ways to win, and Drew only has 1. I think the Crimson Chin is due for a loss. If it's a loss, I think it's going to be by decision. I don't think it's going to get knocked out. I really don't. I don't think this is the fight for him. I do agree it's going to happen maybe, but no, I don't think it's going to be this fight. I like Favola via decision. I hope he just wrestles more in the first. That's probably the best way for him to win. Yeah. Dale could have solved the world hunger with a bet like that. If it goes to decision, remember what state the judges are in. Very true. Are both those guys from the area? Can't remember. Let me look it up real quick.
No, Favola is Drew Dober's from like California, Colorado, something. Yeah.
Colorado. Oh, fighting out of. Okay.
Yeah, I don't, but I don't. He's not an East Coast guy though. I forget where he's from, but I've seen it.
Let them MFers starve, Pat. I'm trying to eat. It's always good to take the underdog when he has more ways to win. Right. And Favola is from New York, I believe. Okay. Yep. I thought he was from New York or close to it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, moving up to the main card. We finally got there. This is going to be an interesting fight. Kron Gracie versus Charles Jourdain. You go first this time, I think.
Is it me?
Yeah, go ahead. Why not? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me about loving the old school type stuff and different stuff. But I'm taking Kron Gracie, and I bet him too. Bet him at plus 155. I don't think he's coming back like to take an ass whooping. And the UFC's, I don't think they're trying to build up Charles Jourdain at this point. He's like 4-5 in the UFC in his career. Like I get it, Kron hasn't fought in 4 years, but I guarantee his striking's had to get better over them 4 years, and it wasn't even that bad. See, the problem is he was 5-0, and he came in the UFC and fought freaking Cub Swanson. Like he should have never been in the ring with the cage with Cub Swanson at 5-0. Like Cub Swanson literally is a top 10 featherweight ever. Like going back to WEC days when he used to throw beatings on people, and he's so well rounded. And even in that fight, like, dude, Crone took such a beating in that first and second round, but he was landing his little shots, and then in the third round, dude, because he's got like this little weird counter return punches. They're just super straight. It's not like he's great, but he had a little pop in it, and he started not beating up Cub, but Cub's face started getting messed up too a little bit. But the thing is, dude, is like Charles Jourdain's not that good. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, he's got decent striking, but this dude makes so many mistakes and has stupid fight IQ, and he's not that good. Like, he literally had to do a Spartan kick to get a convincing win over Andre freaking Ewell. And then he was down 2 rounds to Marcelo Rojo before he finished him with like fucking 30 seconds left in the third. Like, he's not that good. I think, and then he throws all this crazy, like, he's never going to stick to the game plan of Cub Swanson. He's not near as good as Cub Swanson was four years ago. Cub Swanson was still like 32 years old 4 years ago, or 33. And Jourdain makes so many mistakes, throwing flying shit, spinning shit, everything. He's going to make a mistake. And even without that, he has terrible takedown defense. Like, it's not like Crone has the best wrestling, but I guarantee it's improved in the last 4 years. And I guarantee as the son, like, there's no way, being a son of Rickson Gracie, you already took a beating. Like, the beating he took was pretty bad, dude. So like, you're not going to come back 4 years later and just take another beating, and you didn't practice, you didn't get better, and you didn't do all this stuff, man. And I guarantee Charles Jourdain makes a mistake in that first or second round. He gets choked out. I guarantee it, dude. He's just, and I wish I would have got that Crone. I could have got him at like plus 205 the one day when I was looking at Hawes at like plus 245, but I wanted to go do some more tape on it. And when I watched tape of Charles Jourdain, dude, he gets taken down by everybody. Like Shane Burgos just out-grappled him the whole fight. Everybody, dude, I think he's gave up like 21 takedowns or something like that in his fights. Marcelo Rojo took him down. He's a freaking boxer from Mexico, dude, or trains in Mexico. He might be from like El Salvador or something like that. But I'm taking Crone Gracie. I think he can sub this kid. I put my money on it. I got him at plus 155. I put 2.5 units to win like almost 4.
I like that. Yeah, this is one of those fights too. I'm just like, I'm really just not sure. They both have red flags. Like, and I just said Jourdain to win just because he's more active. I'm not saying he's going to win convincingly. And it's scary because, like you said, he's got 0 takedown defense. And I'm not saying Gracie has the best wrestling either. Like, but I do think eventually he can take down Jourdain. But Jourdain usually does good in the later rounds. And if Gracie starts slowing down, he hasn't fought in like 3 years, I believe, or something along those lines. 3.5 years. Maybe he starts slowing down at the first. Maybe he tries his hardest and just doesn't get the sub in the first and takes down Jourdain and tries, and then he's done. And Jourdain will take over on the feet. But yeah, I'm not confident, but I'm going to pick Jourdain to win just because he's the more active guy. I usually, that's one of the things, if I'm torn, I look at who's more active, and that's usually who I'm going to pick. I'm going to be honest. I just don't know what this Gracie's doing. Yeah, he's probably in the gym. I'm not saying he's going to be a bum or anything. He's probably working on jiu-jitsu, but is that all he's working on?
No, because he don't need it. He's probably barely working on that. He's already a world champion.
Hope not. But I don't know that.
You know, he's putting in where he had, and like I said, like, he's got money. This dude could go teach jiu-jitsu classes and be probably a millionaire for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and that's what I'm sure he's doing.
But he's coming back for this. And the UFC gave him a favorite. Dude, Charles Jourdain's 4-5. Like,
this has like Amorim written all over it. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not saying Gracie.
He takes things back like that and sinks that in. Ain't no way. Jourdain's going to sleep.
I got a weird feeling. I don't know, man.
Don't you ever compare Crone Gracie to freaking Amorim? Don't you do that?
They got the same amount of fights.
His dad is Rickson Gracie. 300 beach fights, Rio de Janeiro, 300-0. That's his Donna. That's his Donna right there.
I got no bets on this fight.
Patty bet him. Patty had the balls to put that money down.
If I wanted to bet, I'm gonna say it, dog or pass. Like, that's what it is. But I'm just like, picking even Charles Jourdain.
Think of this though. 4 years ago, he had enough to fucking choke out Alex Caceres in 2 rounds, and Alex Caceres is better than Charles Jourdain.
Yeah.
Period. And he took his back.
At least defensive grappling.
He had him choked out within 25 seconds, 30 seconds, take him down, get in his bag. And Caceres ain't bad, dude. It's just like I said, he should have never been in the cage with Cub Swanson at 5-0. Whoever set that up was retarded because Cub Swanson's way too well-rounded for that shit. Like, they needed to build him up. They're like, you just don't go into the top 10 at 5-0. But when you're Rickson Gracie's son and you're a world champion, this and that, and then you fuck Alex Caceres, stuff like that, they really thought he was unbeatable.
Yeah. Dev said Gracie looks like an old washed-up dad that didn't pay child support. Yeah, some of his picture looks great. I love it. Gracie will have his family cage side.
Rickson.
Fireside, what is up? He said, I want to think Gracie finishes if he gets the back. Burgos made it easy work out of the backpacking of Jordania.
Everybody does. He's got terrible takedown defense in his wrestling.
Look at that. Look at that. Dev said Charles all day.
Easy.
Not even like a minute.
I don't see no locks out there though, do I?
I
Where's
really
the locks, Dev?
Yeah,
you ain't. He don't even really believe it. He don't know locks. Dev don't even believe it.
The thing about Cub is he was last impressive win was Elkins. I don't like that Cron's only chance is submission. Reminds me of Chase Hooper a little bit.
Dude, this was 4 years ago. You don't remember the beating he threw on Daniel Pineda? Daniel Pineda's tough. You just seen what he did Tucker Lutz and Cub Swanson. Everybody any old school dudes know Cub Swanson's a beast, dude.
Younger Cub Swanson is a monster.
Even 4 years ago, Cub Swanson. Before, dude, he was winning. I'm telling you, Cub, and just well-rounded. Too well-rounded to come in at 5-0 as a jiu-jitsu guy. Like, that didn't even make no sense.
Mushroom MMA, what is up, my man? He is here. If you don't know Mushroom MMA, you need to check him out on Twitter and YouTube. He does great breakdowns and funny posts all the time.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for coming out, my man. Definitely appreciate you. I don't care if you're late, as long as you show up. That's all that matters.
I feel bad because I'm at the same work. I'm just on a new job that I do so much stuff. I used to be able, to scroll at work like all the time and see everything. And I'm telling you, if I work 10 hours, I might, when I'm not on a little break, which I got to run and do a bunch of stuff, like, dude, I might get like 5 minutes to look through my phone in 10 hours. It sucks. I hate it, dude. I fucking hate it.
Let's see. I put $5 on Crumb Snatch. Not a penny more.
Not a penny less.
Dev said ring rust is real.
Not if you're Gracie. They are the ring, Dev.
Dog or over 1.5 or pass.
Karim knows what time it is.
Said, nah, don't compare it. If Jourdain wins, what are the chances he gets a finish? I would say not very much.
Dude, did you see what?
Probably by decision.
Cub threw a beating on Crone. Body shots, headshots, everything. Crone's tough as they come, dude. I mean, if Jourdain Jourdain's tough. He's got some KO power.
Jourdain's a scrub. He cost me $1,300.
There we go. AJ knows what time it is.
Gracie had some beef with Cejudo on Embedded. Was pretty funny. Okay, I didn't see that, but
he trains with Nate Diaz and them. That's the camp that Crone Gracie, because they were training. They did their Gracie jiu-jitsu, and then they started training him MMA. But not sure where he's training right now, though.
Give me Jourdain, but not bets. Maybe the over is the play, or just stay away. Yeah, I think it's dog or pass. Saving them locks, baby. You gotta pay for them locks. I like it.
Okay. All right.
Smash that like.
Hey, you guys know what happens when I get fired up on a fight, right? You know what happens.
You defend them units like.
But what happens with them units? What happens with them units? They double up. This is what I do with like Gastelum, Sakai. The list goes on.
Did you see my guy Dontel got a fight in the UFC? Did I say that right again? UFC.
They needed a stepping stone. See, they can bring in a prospect to beat his ass like an Egyptian. An Olympic Egyptian wrestler, and everybody goes, he's gonna fuck up Sakai. Nobody did no tape on Sakai, because if you watch Sakai, he was freaking good. But you had to watch the tape from like 3 years ago to know what he had before he was
I want to say this. Dontel Mays is an auto pick.
Who's he fighting?
I don't even know. He's fighting someone. I messaged it to you.
No, he beat Josh Parisian. Who else is there?
Who is it? Let me look.
I would like to see Waldo Acosta beat his face in.
Who did let's see, where are you at? I know I sent it. Oh, Petros, not Petrosky. What's his freaking name? Andrei Arlovsky.
Jesus. Arlovski's going to give him the work too. I don't know if he might. I don't think he can
Your
wrestle.
face
But
was so funny.
Arlovski's
You're
so
like,
old.
Jesus.
Well, because like Jesus, they reached to the bottom for them to bottom of the barrel. Lower Kong. I better watch out. He's from Louisville.
Give
He's
me,
like
give me
30 minutes.
Dontel by submission Peruvian necktie.
He's from Louisville. I got some burgers from him the other day.
Oh yeah.
After Sakai beat him, yeah, he didn't get no extra bonus. He's down there at the McDonald's flipping them.
Oh, sheesh. At least he's still at the UFC though, making UFC money.
That's just weird. It is. That's a guy's god. He's there.
I know, right? He beat him and like, nah, you're done. You're done. You shouldn't have beat him.
Yeah, they're like, you got to go.
If Jourdain hurts Crone, he is dumb enough to follow him to the ground. That's really what I'm curious about. If anyone's crazy enough to do it, it's Jourdain. Yeah,
yes, he's not smart. Dude, like his fight IQ is not the greatest.
Jourdain by sub prop. If that's not plus 4,000, I don't know what would be. Crone said during COVID he moved to Montana or something. It says gym up there. Ice Viking, what's up, man? He said, "Hey, gents, lurking and listening at work again. I appreciate you always lurking and listening." Ribeiro, Santos, Williams, Almeida plus 258 got canceled. Santos out. Okay. Yeah, Santos is out. Okay. So Ribeiro, Williams, Almeida for next week, I believe. Yeah, Almeida should win. Should win. All right. Moving up to the next one here. This is the main card, right?
Yeah.
The first one. Wow.
What? That was the
Mobs Bar. Yeah, the first fight of the main card. That was it. There's a way better fights than that as the first. Anyways, Evloev versus Diego Lopez. I think it's your turn. I know this is gonna be an easy one, but go ahead.
My turn. I'm gonna take Evloev, most likely by decision. That's what he does, but you know what I mean?
No, that's a great breakdown.
Yeah, because what is Diego Lopez going to do to him to win? I mean, maybe catch him in some submission. That's all he'd have to. But like the odds of that are retarded because that dude's not good. So I mean, he's not good. It's not that he's not good, but I mean, Mavsar's like going to be fighting for a title coming up, and this dude's losing on the Contender Series. So giving Mavsar, it just really just the main thing is over unders and then decision, submission, KO. Go down on Mavsar. What's his besides decision? Because I don't think he's finished anybody in the UFC, but what's his method of finish when he has had him outside of the UFC? KO, submission, 3 KO, 4 submission,
9 decision wins.
He's super not dangerous, but I guess it would be submission then. So go up to go to the other dude, Lopez. How's he losing these days?
KO or
2 KO. So if it's either Mavsar by KO or Mavsar by decision, in my opinion.
Which that makes sense because I don't think Mavsar is going to try to get this fight to the mat because I think he knows that's going to be the one chance Diego has to maybe submit him or something like a crazy submission.
Might even look at Mavsar. Go back to Lopez again really quick and who knocked him out?
Let's see.
And how long ago?
It was grappling.
So back
Amir, this guy.
Okay.
Elzahirgoyev.
All right. And then there's
in 2018, so 5 years ago or so.
Then one a little before that, early on.
Early.
All right. So yeah, I guess it would be KO by Mavsar decision. What's Mavsar by KO? Does anybody know that?
I don't think that the lines came out. They just popped up the money line, and it's like a minus 800 right now. So
right. If anybody gets the balls to pick Lopez, man, that's
yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be an easy one too. Give me Evloev. He was gonna beat Bryce Mitchell. He's definitely gonna beat this guy. So that's about it. I mean, it's probably I would say he's gonna win by decision. If I had to pick a method of victory, I say by decision. He's just not dangerous enough. Even if
he was putting a little heat on Ige, dude. He hit him with that flying knee.
Still didn't get him out of there though.
Yeah, but if it wasn't Dan Ige with the Hawaiian chin, but yeah, I want to see what that Mavsar by KO is. That's what I would be looking at.
Yeah, it'll probably come out tomorrow or maybe later tonight.
Because this dude's short notice. He ain't gonna have that much gas. He might just start taking a beating and then just,
Yeah, I don't even know if the over under came out. I'll look it up. Let me see.
2 KO, 4 submission. 3 KO, 4 submission.
Let me see. 2 KO, 4 submission. 3 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 KO, 4 submission Give me like a minute.
It's worth a Google.
Looking up on DraftKings. Good old trusty DraftKings. Let me sign in.
Oh, here, I could have did that if you needed.
Yeah, the over-unders aren't even out yet. He's at minus 850 with no props yet. So maybe bet online. They're usually a little bit quicker than DraftKings, but I don't know. I'm sure the over-under will be set at 1.5. And I'm sure the KO prop will be like minus 150 or something, minus 175.
Yep, for sure.
You're not going to get plus money. Maybe plus money on the sub, but you're not going to get plus money on the KO because that's probably
I bet you
KO
will.
or decision.
I bet you get it. Oh yeah, you're gonna get at least because he ain't KO
If
nobody.
he's a minus 850 right now money line, you're not going to get like that's it, on a short notice guy taking this fight on like 2 days short notice. There's
Maybe
no way.
I bet they'd be favoring the sub more than the KO though.
Either way. Okay, so if you do inside the distance, it's gonna be like minus 300, and if you do either one, it's gonna be like minus 150.
Yeah, well, dude, if you can get hit by so then you can get Mobsar, but if it's inside the distance minus 300, then you could freaking take. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get it inside the. He could. So you could take the opposite of that. He's just Mobsar by decision. Wouldn't the opposite of that have to be like 200 and something? Oh
By
shoot!
decision?
Money line's already minus 910. Mushroom
Yeah,
said, "Damn,
it's insane. Yeah, it's at
but it
minus
should be. It should be
850.
minus 9,000. What are we even talking about? Like this other dude
Yeah,
is not going to beat Ev 11. If he does, I'd just be sad, dude.
it is. Yeah,
Fucking
and then
sad if he
you
catches him
think
with some
that
shit
this
and
guy is
ruins his
never
first
gonna see a
career.
title shot if that's the case.
That's what I'm saying. He just, dude, fucking 4 days notice ruins
Dude, Ilya
Mobsar's
is gonna be the
career.
next champion 100% if he loses this fight.
These are the future here. So
Like I don't even think Evloev and Ilya will fight if he loses this fight. Like that's how crucial he needs to win this fight.
yeah. He needed to beat Bryce. That was going to be a good fight. I'm pissed we didn't get that fight, man.
I know. So he should mop the floor with this guy, but that's the pick, and that's who's gonna win probably. All right, next one should be a fun one. Jessica Andrade versus Yan Xiaonan. I'll go first on this one. Oh, you know what? I was going back and forth on this one too, and I'm going with the underdog here. I'm gonna go with Yan Xiaonan to win, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, John, Andrade is going back down to strawweight. She does better at strawweight. She's not a really good flyweight. It was a short notice, but I think Xiaonan is looking really good in her last couple of fights, even few, or at least the last 2 fights for sure. I know she lost the split decision against Rodriguez, but I think she did lose, but it was very close. She looked really good. She looked good in her last fight. I just think all she needs to really do is survive the first round because that's when Andrade is the most dangerous, and then she'll have her power and this and that. And then honestly, after that, I think Jan can just scoot around the cage and just pick apart Andrade as the fight goes on. I think that's how she's going to win this fight by decision. Andrade is going to have the ability to win this fight by a knockout if she catches her. But man, I mean, this is a big cage too. And it's not going to be a small cage. It's going to be harder for Jessica to get to her. And Jan is very quick in lateral movements, and she's got good striking, good jabs, and she's tough. She's got good cardio. She did slow down a little bit against Rodriguez in the third round. We just talked about that. But other than that, she usually has pretty good cardio. But I'm just going to go with the underdog here. I have a weird gut feeling that she's going to win this fight. It's going to be, or at least going to be closer than a lot of people think. So no bets. I'm going to stay away, but give me Jan to win by decision.
Yeah, man. If we're getting Jessica Andrade and it's the real Jessica Andrade, she's gonna beat the shit out of Jan. Like the first round is gonna be Jan's probably gonna box her up a little bit, but like all Jan really has is boxing. Like the Jessica Andrade is just super well rounded. She definitely. I'm sure she can take Jan down. Like she's got good wrestling, like you seen with Slamming Rose. Remember, she took like Claudia Gadelia down like 10 times, but she's got good wrestling when she wants to use it. If she's in proper shape, like she should be. Like she knocks out girls at 125, like Chukagian and them. When she comes down to 115, dude, she really hurts these girls. Jan, like I said, is going to have a little bit faster hands, and she's probably going to box her up a little bit in the first round. But Andrade's going to be landing some shots, and just like in the Morena Rodriguez fight, like I thought Jan won that fight, to be honest. But like in the first 2 rounds, Jan was winning, but by the middle of the second, she starts slowing down. Her movement ain't as crisp. She's not as fast. She's starting to get hit more. And then by the third, she was completely slowed down and was getting beat up by Morena Rodriguez. And that's probably what got her the win, because it just looked like a lot of times whoever wins the last round, it seems like, with these judges anymore. But I just think that by the time she starts slowing down, like if this is the same Jessica Andrade in shape that hit Lauren Murphy 280 times or whatever she did, and Jan starts slowing down at all at strawweight, dude, Andrade is a monster. And if she starts slowing down and gets her up against cage and Andrade starts taking off, she works the body well. She's going to have the grappling advantage. I really like Andrade here. And I think in the third round, if Jan starts slowing down, Andrade is going to get her out of there. So, I mean, Andrade's still 31. Like, I don't even count the Blanchfield fight at all. She came in, she was chubby at 125 on a week notice. Like, I don't count that at all. But this, I think she ends up, like, her damage is going to be so much more than Jan. How many people's Jan finished? Go look at how many people she's finished.
Probably not a lot.
Yeah, probably none, basically.
How about 9? That's her nickname, 9.
So
7.
She got 6
7.
KOs in China in Wu Fang or whatever that thing's called, their fighting league. Yeah. See back there, 0-0. That's who she's finishing. Miss 0-0. Yeah, look at her first 10 fights. They seem to have fought a person.
She looked better.
But yeah, so she ain't finishing nothing. Andrade, she's finished
by
what?
Decision.
She finished 5 of her last 6 wins. I think Andrade gets her out of there. But maybe in the third round, but it could be before that. Like Jan ain't never fought nobody that hits like Andrade, dude.
Well, a lot of people have.
Yeah, and then
tough,
when they do, Jan, but she's tough with Morena Rodriguez peppering up and Mackenzie Dern trying to take her down. How tough was she when Carla Esparza took her down and crucifixed her and beat the brakes off her?
I think that was a wake-up call.
Yeah, I really like. I didn't bet this though, just because.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like Andrade a lot here. I think she can finish her. First round,
I mean, it's always on the table. Oh, yeah. I think the first round is going to go to Jessica. I think the second and third round, I think that's when Jan will do a little bit better. But she needs to survive the first round. A lot of Andrade's finishes have been in the first round, like late first round. Like it takes her a while to get going, and she gets a couple good shots, and then like depending on how she works, she's working that body.
Dude, I think that, like, you know what I mean? If they're just straight boxing, I'm favoring Andrade all day with the power, because Jan ain't gonna knock her out, and Andrade can just walk her down, land power shots, put her in a standing arm triangle, whatever she got to do.
Yep. Brandon said, doubt it will have much of any impact, but Andrade is coming with a shirt instead of a bra after the Blanchfield fight. That's what I saw too.
That was crazy.
Andrade's fighting on short notice again. Is she?
No. It's been 3 months since the Blanchfield fight. This because she's at 115. She couldn't make 115 on short notice.
Yeah, I don't think it's short notice this time. Jan a few units.
And she's a good underdog prices, but yeah,
Jan is worth a dog shot. Andrade third or decision.
There we go.
This fight will tell us a lot about where Jan or Andrade is in her career. But I do believe she's got still plenty left. I do too. I think I'm just tired of her jumping up and down in weight classes. Stay in one, pick one, and then just go through it. She does need to stay there. Yeah. But this is another thing. And when she's going up and down, cutting weight, not cutting weight, looking bigger, looking, it's not a good thing with her cardio and all that good stuff. Right. I don't know. I'm not saying this fight will do it, but just pick one and stay. Like, stop. She's so small. Like, as in, like, short.
5'1".
Stay in strawweight. Stay it.
Throwing bombs. If you were John Lineker.
If she was like 5'5", then maybe you could go to flyweight here and there. Because, like, the people in flyweight are way bigger than her. Not maybe
she knocks some girls out too.
Some of them, but she also gets ragdolled by the better ones.
Shevchenko. What would Shev do to Jan?
Aaron Blanchfield, I know it was short notice, but she got ragdolled.
The little boobies came out, so you gotta give her a break. Well,
I ain't giving her a break. Wear her shirt.
Give her a break.
Giving her a break, it's her fault.
Give her a damn break, Johnny.
One knock on Andrade, though, is she does leave herself wide open to eat counter shots. That's true.
Yeah.
Always has. Murphy was bad. Andrade might as well fall. That's very true. She's so bad.
Almost
That's
spit my
not even.
damn
It's not.
drink
I'm
out.
surprised that Lauren survived. Like that's a impressive feat in itself of how many shots she took.
Yeah, Jan ain't surviving that.
No,
Jan
yeah,
wouldn't have survived that beating.
Jan could not even finish one of those lunches if you gave her a week.
Not when
Yikes.
she couldn't finish one of mushrooms lunches. It would 2 weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't
Shit.
finishing shit.
She didn't fight
Andrade
Blanchfield.
though, she'll finish it, fart twice and leave, guaranteed.
Took a
That's
fight
just
on
how that
short
goes.
notice.
9 out of 10 times, exactly. It's probably what she did before she fought fucking Blanchfield. Fuck, she's over there. Jesus, the IHOP.
Eat mushrooms meal, fart twice, take a fight on short notice, and lose.
Get choked, booby comes
That's
out, choked out,
amazing.
booby
That's
out,
what
choke
happened.
out, farts out, all that, man.
That's fun times. If she didn't fight Blanchfield, this line would be much
That's a good
wider.
point, Pink Floyd. If
Very
her last
true.
fight was Murphy, and then now she's dropping down 115, looking good, back shape, she'd be minus 350 right now because she's going to hit this girl so much harder than that girl. And that girl's never been hit. If you look through her fight, she's never fought anybody. Like you said, most girls have it, and I think Andrade finishes her, dude. What's Andrade by KO?
I mean, it's probably like plus something. Let me look.
I really like that bet, to be honest.
I'm laughing at everyone acting like Andrade looking bad in her last fight and Blanchfield just being that good is never mentioned. You know what? I will say this though. Blanchfield's striking looked amazing.
Really
so
did.
much better than before.
Yep.
So I'll give her that. I will say that. I did not think Erin's striking would look that good. And she can take punches. Woo! Surprise me. Like I wasn't super high on Erin. I knew she was very good. But after that,
tough. Her mind, she's
after that
tough
performance, and she's 23, I'm like, she's gonna be a champion. It's only inevitable at this point.
Yeah, man. She's bad. She's a bad chick.
Yep.
There's some good ones though, man. I can't wait
convinced me that she's gonna be a champion after that fight.
But maybe because there's some tough Manon Farrow. Manon Farrow is a beast.
She'll beat her. She'll beat her.
Sheesh, that's quick.
Manon Farrow,
beast.
I said it.
You got Talia Santos, beast.
That'll be a very good fight.
Alexa Grasso, beast. That division's heating up, dude. And you got the young talent coming up. And you got what if Tatiana Suarez comes up to what stays at 125?
She should go down to 115 too.
Yeah, she's a beast, dude.
Yeah, she is a beast at 115, I would say.
But Blanchfield, what's Blanchfield like?
225.
23. She's like 23.
She's 23.
That's
she's got
crazy.
A lot of room to improve. It's insane.
By the time she's 30. Yeah.
Jessica is plus 225 for a KO. Plus 225.
I like that money. I like that money. If I bet on the line, if I got on the line to bet, I would bet that.
Blanchfield is the best flyweight in the UFC. I've been saying it since she got here. She just needs a title shot and wrecks them all. Man, that Santos fight though is going to be so freaking good though. If it happens next, like
Santos is a big girl too.
Yeah, and good grappler, good wrestler, good striker, strong. Like it's going to be a really good fight. French grappling will get smoked.
Yeah, but she's a big girl though. Farrow's got decent grappling though, but Blanchfield's a beast. But Farrow, I like her style.
Yeah,
it's coming off like a torn ACL though.
I don't know. I mean, she's up there in the top 5 for sure. I'm not saying she's a bum, but I just think
Farrow.
Yeah,
she's in it. Phenom girl, dude.
Well, I mean, do you think she can beat Santos?
She should be number 1 or number 2.
She is number 1 right now. But I'm just saying,
but
if she's going to fight Santos, is she going to fight Blanchfield like next? Is she going to fight Shevchenko? I mean, I think all of those 3 fighters, I think they can beat Farrow.
Well, see, Manon's big, dude. She's a big girl.
Even what about Grasso? I mean, that would be a good fight. It'd be closer.
It'd be a really good fight.
I just don't think to me, like, it's Blanchfield, Santos, and Shevchenko are the top 3. I don't care about. I like her, but I just don't think she's that good. I know she did what she needed to do in that fight.
Yeah.
But if that happened, that's only going to happen once out of 100 times. Exact scenario.
I think it's about to be 2-2 going into the 5th, though, even without that choke out. And fucking Shevchenko was faded.
But even then, but still, like that scenario for her to win, I'm not taking anything away from her, but I do not think that's going to happen again if they fight again. And I do think
Are
Shevchenko
they
will
gonna?
take it more serious.
Are
If
they?
they do, I don't
Are they
know.
doing it? I think they are though, aren't they? Doing
They
like an?
should. I
They
think they
are.
should. And then have Blanchfield versus Santos title eliminator there.
I'm down.
But then unfortunately, Faro just is the oddball out because I just think she's the worst of the best, if you want to say.
When she's out of mind, out of sight, out because she tore her ACL, but she's good,
Exactly.
dude.
But
Good.
I think she's the worst of the best. Next. Co-main event, Bilal Muhammad versus Gilbert Burns. I forgot who even started. Did you go first or me?
You did, because I went and ate a Chick-fil-A chicken. Dude, I get to eat no food after work. None. Shower to the show. Shower to the show, man. God, that's the Lord's chicken. Yeah, man, this is gonna be a phenomenal fight, obviously, dude. Both these guys are super good. Both top 5 in the world. It says, I don't know how the hell Bilal is top 5. He ain't never beat a top 5 fighter in his whole damn life.
He's actually better than Gilbert.
That doesn't even make no sense. He jumped to number 3 from beating Sean Brady, who was like number 9 at the time.
Maybe even not even. I think he might have been like 11 or 10.
Yeah, man. I'm taking Gilbert Burns. I like Bilal Muhammad. Like, he's a well-rounded fighter, but I think Burns is literally better everywhere. I think Burns is a better wrestler. I think Burns has better jiu-jitsu. I think Burns has better boxing. I think Burns has better power. And I think Burns is a dog with cardio. Like, people's talking about, like, Bilal Muhammad's fought, what, 1, 2, 5-round fights? Like, Gilbert Burns fought a ton of 5-round fights.
He's only been fighting.
He's a dog, dude.
Except the last fight.
Give me Gilbert Burns minus 125, and I bet him. And I think he's better everywhere with more power. Literally better everywhere. Like, you don't get caught up on Bilal knocking out Sean Brady, because he's a jiu-jitsu guy with no striking, barely any striking whatsoever. That was like Bilal's second knockout in his whole career. And I'm telling you, dude, I might send you $20 or something on the PayPal. Put on the Gilbert Burns second round KO plus 1,600. Check left hook, boom, drops Bilal, hammer fist, game over.
You do it.
That's
let me know. I'll find the best line out of my books.
All right, yeah, I'm telling you, man. Gilbert Burns, dude, freaking literally better everywhere. Let Bilal try to walk him down like he did Sean Brady. And then Bilal's not out wrestling Gilbert, dude. And even if he lands a takedown, he ain't holding him down. Kamzat came out and landed like 3 takedowns, and within like freaking the first 2 minutes, and then just didn't even shoot another takedown the rest of the fight
because he knew he couldn't keep him down.
There was no point in that, and that was probably his game plan. They're like, go out there, try to take him down. Because people like, I put that when I put my Gilbert Burns thing. They're like on Twitter, they were like, oh no, they were like, Kamzat said he wanted a war and this night. Like, yeah, right. Like, he wanted to get brain damage and get dropped, and he got dropped like twice, got wobbled in that fight. He came out, he tried to wrestle. I guarantee that's a game plan. Like, if you can wrestle him, take him down, beat him up on the ground. If you can't, it's going to be a standing fight. And after that, he didn't try again the rest of the fight. I think Gilbert Burns takes Bilal down. Bilal's he didn't even wrestle, dude. He's no college wrestler or nothing like that. Him and Gilbert got the same amount of wrestling, same time, except Gilbert's going to be more explosive, in my opinion. I think Gilbert's better everywhere. I love this fight, but I don't like Bilal, and I've been trying to fade that motherfucker forever, so I don't know what it is. Something about him, I don't know, man. But especially how he always calls out for a title shot, and the dude hasn't freaking beat anybody. Like, he beat Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy's 39. He beat Sean Brady. Who's he beat before that? Diego Lima? Who'd he beat before that? Freaking go to his record real quick. Let's just take a real deep dive in the freaking Bilal Muhammad, number 3 in the world welterweight. When you got Colby Covington, Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, Shavkat, you got all these dudes. He beat 49-year-old Damian Maia, 39-year-old Stephen Tom. What did he go on the Legends tour? Who? Diego Lima, Lyman Good, fucking Takashi Soto, Takashi 6'9", Curtis Millender. Go back up a little bit. Who's this dude beat? Jordan Mang. Okay, Brady. I'll give him Brady. Vicente Luque, that was a decent win, but like, he can't grapple really. He couldn't stop that. This dude ain't never beat nobody. Damian Maia, 2021. How old is he right now? He's probably 47 years old, dude. Diego Lima. Who does he beat?
275 years old.
So no, has he ever beat
so he's 45 right now.
So he's 42 then, right?
Yeah, he's 42 years old.
And then his next fight after beating up the 42-year-old Bilal, big tough guy, goes up, beats up 39-year-old Thompson because he knows he can out wrestle him. Vicente Luque.
And who gave him the blueprint?
Exactly. And then he beat Sean Brady. Gilbert Burns is going to beat Sean Brady down too, that quicker. So I'm all
Yeah.
over Burns. I think like I don't know how Bilal beats him, other than everybody's like he's going to out cardio and take over. But like Burns has never just faded in a fight. What fight did he ever just fade in? Like he got knocked out by Kamaru.
Yeah, I can't think of
He
one.
didn't fade against Kamzat. I thought he could have won that fight. Even rewatching it, it came down to the third round because I thought he would have won the first when he dropped.
Bilal's not going to be throwing hammers like that either.
No, dude, I love Gilbert Burns in this spot.
Yeah, I'm the same way too, man. I like Bilal. I root for him every time, but it's like this is the time where I'm just like Burns is just better. Like you said, I think he's better everywhere. And I know they're both coming in on a fairly short notice fight. So it's kind of like made up on the fly, if you want to say, because of the Oliveira fight being rescheduled. But I mean,
and I think they knew that Bryce Mitchell fight was getting canceled. I think that's why they threw this together. So to make, because this is the co-main event, and they just put this out a week and a half, 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah, it was like two and a half weeks, I would say at the very most. I think it was like 2 weeks. So to me, gimme Burns. I got Burns in the bet too. I didn't post it yet, but I got him at -130. I really think he's just better everywhere. It's gonna be a close fight though.
It's gonna be such a good fight. I mean, I'm not active.
Do you think Burns will win by decision? What do you think?
Second round knockout.
Oh, okay. Second round. You're right. Duh.
Shit. Second round.
Hey,
look,
I'm
on Brady's
show by decision.
I was on Brady's best bets last weekend. Your boy won 18 units on that show. You only get to bet 10. I won 18 units by picking Kyle Baralo, second round sub. Then I made it my bet of the night or whatever, doubled it. It was plus 750. Tony Gilbert Burns, he's going to get Bilal out of here.
Damn. Yeah, I'm going to say Burns by decision, but it's going to be a very close fight, I think.
I would like to have more money on Burns. I was hoping if it would have went down, somebody was like, he's going to be the dog when it starts. I said, then I'm going to.
That's why I was waiting. I was waiting. I'm like, that's going to stay at 125, 130 range.
That's perfect. That's where it should be. It's not like Gilbert should be, but like I really do think that it should be more.
Well, at first, like Bilal was like, what was it, like -170 or something for Burns?
Bilal? Oh, I don't know.
Because I saw people getting Muhammad at like +125, 130 at one point.
I thought I only ever seen it at that -125 where I had seen it.
No,
it could have started real quick, and by the time
Bilal was a bigger underdog, and a lot of people were betting on Bilal early, which is why I was waiting. I was like, I'm waiting until it goes down, like kind of like the Marina Rodriguez. Like, I'm waiting, and I'm like, all right.
I think people are blinded by the light and think Bilal's actually got hands now. Stuff like
I mean, I was shocked as well.
Most of the ways he's winning his fights is by grappling, and Gilbert Burns is like he's gonna be the better grappler.
Yep. Let's see. I hope Burns and Bilal goes over 2.5. That's all I ask. I can see that. But for Cody, says no.
Hey man.
My dog of the card, baby. When you remember the name Bilal at +115. Let's fucking go. There you go.
Ain't no dog barking here.
Gilbert is a beast. Quick turnaround, I feel, could mean he fades after 2 and Bilal should take over to go past. But remember, Bilal was on Ramadan as well and all that stuff too. So I think this is if you're going to judge like one or the other, like I think they're on par. I really do with like how short notices is and any intangibles like that. I think everything is so equal.
And I don't think Burns just goes out and parties for 2 weeks after winning a fight and gets fat. Like that dude's training and stays training. So
yeah.
And I think they knew there's probably some, I'm sure right after he won that fight and didn't really take no damage. Trying to figure something out.
Well, I also think Bilal's wife not Bilal, I'm sorry, Burns' wife was like, you know what, don't mess around, get this fight over with and stop playing with your
and that's another thing. I think that Burns knows he's going to beat up Bilal because like, why would you take this fight? Like Burns was clearly next in line for a title fight. He didn't even have to take this. He could have just waited for Leon and them to fight. So why give up that chance? I think he knows that he can beat up Bilal.
Exactly.
But it's going to be a good fight, man.
Gilbert looking extremely confident and Bilal feeling it. He's getting slept.
Let's go.
Bryant, what's up? He said Bilal's taking this. I've cashed at him 3 fights. Yeah, I don't blame
him. Maybe, dude, it's gonna be such a good fight. I mean, you're getting a good dog fighter for sure. He's gonna fight for your money.
I didn't like the way Bilal looked at the press conference. I'm gonna go big on Burns.
I can't wait to watch this when we're done. The press conference.
Over 3.5. Sweet follow the money, nothing personal. Burns by KO. Yippee-ki-yay. Thanks for coming out, man. Burns has only
Yeah.
knocked out Maya at 40 years in the last 8 years. And then if you want to say Brady as well, which that was crazy. I still don't understand how that happened.
He dropped Tyron Woodley really bad, and he dropped Kamzat, and he's got some decent little drops. I thought he finished like Mike Davis. He might have choked them out though, but it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight.
Yep, yep.
Wow.
All right. We're gonna go to the last one here. It's gonna be a good one. Main event. Aljamain Sterling
So
versus
good.
Henry Cejudo. I'll start it off. Man, I keep going back and forth with this one. And again, I already said it. Like, if I'm torn, I'm gonna go with the more active guy. And I think it's Aljamain. That's not the only reason why I'm going with him, though. I do think the length and the height is gonna give Henry some problems on the feet. Sterling is a weird orthodox, like he's a weird striker, and I think he might give him some problems. Henry's gonna go for takedowns. Obviously, that's what he does. He's a pretty good striker himself, but man, I just think eventually. I don't want to say eventually. Let me rephrase that. I just think this is going to be a very close fight again, which is why it's a pick 'em. But ultimately, I should say, I do think Sterling's gonna come out ahead, like 48-47. It might be a split decision. I just think he outstrikes Henry on the feet, and, Henry will have some good rounds with some takedowns, maybe Aljamain gets some reversals here and there, but I don't know. This is gonna be a really close fight, and I can't back someone who took a 3-year layoff, and he's 36 now. And it's just I have to see it to believe it. So give me Sterling by decision.
What you just said there sounds familiar to me. Why does that sound familiar?
Give me it.
What was the last thing you said? 36 and
36.
3-year layoff. Who's that? Who else that sound like? Johnny Bones Jones. He just came back from that. And if you're gonna back somebody, you're gonna either take Henry Cejudo, John Jones, or Chrome fucking Gracie after 3 years. That's the only options. Now Henry Cejudo, he's gonna use his wrestling to keep this standing 100%. He don't want to go to the ground with Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain's too long and tall. Plus Henry, like I know a lot of people want him to use his wrestling in MMA, but he really doesn't use it too much. Like, and if he does, he's not really holding guys down and controlling because he's a freestyle Olympic wrestling gold medalist, and that's more of just like rolling around. Like it's not as like Greco-Roman, not as much body locks taking people down or even holding them down on the ground, really going for like different pins. You're like rolling dudes and shit, but he's good. But he's going to use that wrestling to keep it standing because he's going to have better striking than Aljamain. He hits harder. Dude, them leg kicks. Like I was on Aljamain pre-tape. Same thing as you said. He's bigger. He's been active, right? I'm like maybe he can get a couple backpacks, you know what I mean, and get the rounds. But I guarantee you, like Henry said, he's been training for a year. The dude's got probably the best fight IQ as a coach and as a fighter that you can have, being an Olympic gold medalist, 2-time, 2 different weight champion. And he's going to have the good game plan. He's going to know he's going to keep this standing. And dude, them leg kicks that he was hitting Dominic Cruz with, it was crazy because he didn't care which leg he kicked. He just kicked so hard that when Dominic raised the other leg, he just hit the other inside leg. And I just think his striking is going to be better. I think that he's going to come in with a great game plan. Like he's going to know basically Aljamain's way to beat him is going to be to backpack him, take him down and backpack. So I guarantee for a year, he's been freaking working on getting out of body triangles, this and that. And I think his striking is going to be better. And I think he's meaner. And I think he's more of a dog at the end of the day. So in this fight, I'm going to take Henry Cejudo, man. I'm going to take Henry Cejudo. And I don't know if he finishes him. Aljamain's tough and he's going to be able to grab on and do this. But I'm going to take Cejudo. I like his boxing better. He's going to pressure Aljamain. Like he's going to be on the front foot, so it's going to be harder for Aljamain to shoot. And Henry's just mean, dude. And he finds a way. Like I bet him against Marlon Moraes. And if you remember watching that fight, dude, Marlon Moraes beat the shit out of him in the first like 2 rounds.
Leg kick. First round fighter.
Yeah, well, he leg kicked him and just was hurting him, dude. And then Henry Cejudo came out mad and was leg kicking the shit out of him, and then ended up. And that was the first time because before that, though, Marlon Moraes never was a one. He wasn't a first round or lose dude. He would fight 3 hard rounds. But yeah, man, I'm gonna treat. I gotta go with Cejudo as like a fucking Jones at this point. As far
you have
as
a bet on him.
No, but I think I'm debating on betting with him. I'm
Yeah.
debating
I'm not confident
putting
enough
him with
to bet
chaos and just getting a
Sterling.
bunch of extra
I
value.
wanted to I wanted to watch the line and see if Sterling would have fell to plus. I know he did at some points, but like I think I missed it. But I think I'm just gonna. I usually have a bet on the main event. I think I might not just to
Yeah,
watch it
there's a lot of
as a
stuff
fan.
going. Oh yeah, and it's going to be a good fight to watch like that.
Because I think there's better spots to pick, and there's a lot of pick'ems and a lot of closer fights than this is just like two really good guys and a couple red flags from both sides, and you just don't know where. I mean, you could be confident, and I don't blame anybody for picking either side or not, but
Right.
this could be one where you can just be like,
Oh yeah. Sorry.
what? Go ahead.
I was reading
Yep.
the chat. I forgot that is a huge thing I forgot
Which one?
about the welterweight, about the 35 and older fighting in title fights are 2 and 28. But
Brian's, yeah.
so what would that be? John Jones is one of them, 2 or 28, right? And then what? George St. Pierre?
Oh, welterweight and below, not
Oh,
above.
okay.
I
So
think both of them is Tyrone Woodley.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because he was welterweight, right? And
yeah,
he
but if
won both of
anybody's
those times.
yeah, but dude, you gotta like Aljamain's good, but he's not like a phenom of nothing. Like I think Henry
Yeah,
Cejudo can
but
game
I
plan well
think
enough. Like I think Henry
listen,
Cejudo would beat up
uh,
Piotr Jan. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
at this point, and I think he uses
My
his wrestling, keeps it standing, and beats up Aljamain Sterling with them
yeah.
leg kicks. And he's a dog, dude. He's a dog. He's gonna be C4, baby. He's gonna be C4, go up to
He ain't gonna beat
45.
Volkanovski.
He wants to try, and I want to
He ain't
watch.
he ain't
I
gonna
want to
do that.
watch.
There is no way. No way.
Nobody, hey, yeah,
No way.
I heard that
Did I say that
before.
again?
My buddy,
No
the last
way.
time somebody was that serious, I was at work, and my buddy was giving me 4-1 odds on Henry Cejudo versus DJ. He gave me $80 to $20, and he beat DJ on that. Scott Pike, that was his name. You got my buddy Pike on here, but that dude's name is Scott Pike. That's a true
Yep.
story, and he's gonna beat Aljamain. He's gonna do it.
Yeah, Vitek said both were Woodley. Yeah. So I mean, I don't like to look at those numbers, but that's something you can look at because every fight's different. You know what I mean? It just so happens like
Yeah.
it's one of those fights where it's like, man, both guys are tough, both guys have their own advantages, and if you want to say and like oh I'm not confident. Like I said, I don't even like project being confident when I say Sterling's gonna win, but I just think he will. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Why not?
I might
Rolling
bet
the dice.
Cejudo. Keep your eyes open on Twitter tomorrow. Keep
There
your
you
eyes
go.
open on the gram and on here.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna make me an official bets video. We still got to figure out too. We're gonna have to get Patty and I'll get on StreamYard and just talk one night about what we was talking about earlier too.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be fun.
What's up, Dave?
Let's
What?
see. Oh yeah,
Dave's,
my bad.
yo,
BC Dave, what's up, BC Dave? If you haven't heard us before, shout out BC Dave and his Tapology group.
great
If
dude.
you want to join the Murderers Row of Tapology groups and picking winners every week, do it. It's like Tapology
926.
group 926. Go
Yep.
on Tapology, get an account if you don't have one. Request to join 926 group, and we will put you in there, and you can just go against all of us. There's like 85 people in there, maybe, and it is crazy hard to win.
Yeah.
It's even hard to get in the top 10. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Especially lately. Let's see. Is there a storyline for Sterling losing and then taking back the belt on a rematch? It's very UFC, WWE storyline. I don't think so. I think if he loses, he goes up to featherweight like he wanted
Let's
to.
get him out of there anyways, dude. Let's get Aljamain out of there so we can get Marab in there. I want to see what Marab's
But hear me out too. I think we were talking about this either before the show started or during. I think if Sterling loses, he's going to move up. But I also think if he wins, I do think he's going to give up the belt and move up as well. And then, kind of give it to Marab and be like, Marab, here you go. You have to win though, but I'm giving this to you. Because he doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to be at 135. I think this is his last fight.
I think whoever wins this fight is definitely staying at 135, and they're going to take that money fight with Sean O'Malley. They want that.
I don't think Sterling.
That's a counter fight at this point. Like not as much, but you're going to get paid a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but
Sean O'Malley.
if anyone's going to give it to Marab,
and it seems like easy.
Marab versus O'Malley, For a title fight, vacant
No,
title
no,
fight.
no, no. I meant whoever wins this fight.
Oh, I don't think Sterling will take it. I really don't. I think he's going to give it to Merab, and it's going to be Merab versus O'Malley.
What? Pass up all that money? Dude,
Yeah.
you know how much money you get fighting Sean O'Malley?
They're
And it's a
friends,
win.
dude. Merab is literally not fighting
No, no,
Sterling
no.
right
Oh,
now.
well, here, I think it was like Santino. No, they said like whoever wins this, like Aljamain, if he wins, he said that he's gonna stay. He wants to fight one more fight at 135 with,
Oh, well, if
and
that's
then
the
go up,
case, then
then go
I
to
didn't hear
145.
that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying whoever wins this fight is most likely going to fight Sean O'Malley because you're going to get
Yeah,
a
I can
couple
see
$1 million.
that.
And then they're going to go up. Like Cejudo said he's going to go up, and Aljo said he was going to go up to 145. Cejudo like wants to fight Volkanovski in that. So whoever wins this fight's got a lot of career stuff going on after this. So this is a very important fight for both these guys. And I got to go with Cejudo in the end of that.
All right. I mean, I can see Cejudo winning. Like, that's the thing. I'm just gonna go with Sterling. I just have this weird. Again, my gut reaction was Sterling winning.
When I first that was what I thought, and then like I said, I watched tape, and I'm like, damn, dude. Like even when Cejudo was looking bad against Moraes, like he just comes out like a savage, dude. And I don't know. It's going to be so good. These fights, dude, there's so many. Like, how long's it been since we had a fucking UFC that had like 5 fights that were like even money? It's always fucking minus 300 to this. Like, we get some real good fights. This is like old school MMA, dude, where it's like, damn, I don't even know what side to pick. To be honest, like most time you're like, you got a good feeling, but like a lot of these fights could go either way. Either way, it's going to be fun. I can't wait to watch these fights, man.
Yep. If you guys want to talk more MMA,
Yeah,
Mushroom
right
MMA has his show coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern time, so in about 30 minutes. So definitely check out Mushroom MMA and watch his show. I'm not sure if he's going to have a guest or not, or it might just be him. But either way, it's going to be a great time. So definitely check him out. That's going to be the late night show. So definitely check that out.
Good information.
Yes. So we did it. About 2.5 hours, like what we usually do. You have any closing thoughts or bets or anything that you want to say?
No, just everybody enjoy the fights and stuff. If anybody wants, man, to join my Layer Cake Discord, it's free. The links in my full card breakdown on my channel. If you want to come join that, we have a lot of fun on fight nights and stuff, and throughout the week. And then yeah, just good luck to everybody this weekend. Check out Twitter and Instagram for me tomorrow. I'll probably do an official bets video too. I got to do all my tape study coming up tomorrow. Probably do like 7 hours.
You look super thrilled.
No, I was thinking about it because like I think like a lot of like I was listening to this one person. I realized that they said that like I realize how they do it. Like they watch like somebody and then they'll write that like you'll have your notes and then you just next time they fight bring them out. But I never keep any notes. I just got to rewatch all the fights again. I usually watch like almost 3 fights per fighter, dude. Tape takes fucking forever.
Hear you, man.
Then I see the stuff.
I at least watch a couple fights of especially fighters that I don't really know or haven't seen in a while. It's like, here we go.
Yeah. And then you got to find the fights, dude. It's so much like I put it, dude.
Know.
Between it's all tough. This stuff,
it takes a while, yeah.
Dude, between tape study, all week of constantly which bet, watching lines, doing everything, dude. I get put 20 hours into making them 5 bets at least, least. So,
yeah, same thing. Good luck to everybody in their bets and enjoy the fights. And I'm missing something I was gonna say and I totally forgot. Look.
Oh yeah, we're doing our pre-show.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a pre-show on Saturday, 2 hours before the fights. We'll have a couple special guests as well as we always do. It'll be fun. Definitely come check us out and hang out with us again. We'll just go over who we think is going to win again, and maybe we'll change our picks. Maybe we'll have different bets. Like there you go, Cody. You can tell everybody you bet Cejudo.
Hey, I might be on the lookout tomorrow. Mushroom too. Them dudes, a lot of them dudes are going to that New Jersey fight card. So I hope they have fun. Take some good pictures for Twitter and stuff, man. I want to see everybody hanging out. We're about to do that at that Bellator in Chicago coming up, man. It's gonna be a lot of people there. That's gonna be so fun.
That's gonna be a really good Bellator card. Like I'm actually excited for it.
Like it really, like that's damn near a UFC
probably the best Bellator card. Yeah, like it's like
we're going to see Ramiro, Nemkov, Sergio Pettis. Like that's gonna be awesome, man.
Pitbull. Yeah.
There we
So
go.
Patricio.
Yeah, BC Dave's going to the Canadian
There you go.
UFC. Got
You're
floor
gonna see my
seats.
guy Charles Oliveira. That's gonna be
Charlie
awesome, dude.
Olives. I
I'm
want to see the
jealous.
live broadcasting. Definitely. I'm down to watch that, Dave. That'd be a great time. They know how to have a good time there in Canada too.
Yep. All right, kids. Definitely check us out on Saturday, 2 hours before the fight start. I believe the fight started about 5, unless they pushed it back because Santos Munoz fell off. But we'll be around there. I'll post notifications and stuff before that, though.
Appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight, man. You guys are great.
Definitely. Yep. Good luck on your bets, everybody, and have a good night.
See you
Later,
guys
man.
later.